everyone. Welcome to another stream of this game. It's a little bit different right now, this little Busters game. It's now a dungeon crawler, just all of a sudden. So yeah, this is very different, huh? Very, very different. So I guess we'll beat it. We'll beat the dungeon crawler portion of the game. What we have to do is avoid the traps, I believe, right? Oh boy, here we go. Yay! I did it! Seems fine. Okay, seems fine. I'm gonna like save it every once in a while, just to make sure I, survive. This is completely empty. Okay, that's good. Roar. Perfect! Isn't this floor going way too long? Have you gotten tired? No, I'm fine, but I just noticed that the further down we go, the more complicated it gets and the more enemies there are. Good insight. Eh? It's a given that things start out easy, but get progressively harder the deeper you go. You're saying it like it's some sort of video game. I know, it's weird. Video game, that's crazy. Okay. Oh, what? Dead end. How dare you? There's no danger. Seems fine. Oh boy, yeah, this is getting complicated, ain't it? Rawr! Yo, I should become a spy. Riki should be a spy. Or something. This is fun, man. This is fun. Might as well turn on the light. Looks obviously like another stone statue device again. Hey, Vero. What's up? It's good to see ya. How you doing today? It was a stone statue in the shape of a human. It could very well be described as gigantic. The upper arm and body were fixed together, but I could see mechanisms that made the elbows down and down movable. Its simple robotic face sends chills down me spine. There's something in front of it. How you doing today? We came closer and looked it over. There's something that makes the four arms come down. There's a helmet and a stone here. There's also a hard bat-like stick that probably does something. I think I can tell what that is. What a coincidence. Me too. What are you playing? It's called Little Busters. It's a visual novel, but it's now a dungeon crawler. These arms are rock, paper, scissors, right? That's right. That's the left arm. The right arm is holding the same stick. Could I say something? Go ahead. This is a hit and cover rock, paper, scissors game, right? That's right. The traps are absolutely horrible, but these contraptions are actually fun. It's crazy. That's right. But if I got hit by that stone stick, I'd die. Wonder if there's even any point to the helmet. Am I doing it? You want me to do it? If I'm hit by that, my skull would split. I think mine would too. Anyway, you'll be fine if you put on the helmet. No, no, no. Didn't you just say it's pointless? If you said something in your ear, he was plugging in your earphones. Oh, I'm playing Little Busters. Little of the Busters, it's called. Or just Little Busters. But yeah, how are you today? No, there absolutely is not. Don't jump to conclusions. This won't end well if I'm hit by that. Just win then. That's right, but I wonder how the winner is determined. It was a conspicuous looking rectangular center stuck into the floor. Push it onto Tokido-san. What a very manly thing to do. Why don't you put on the helmet first? That's right. You're doing good. Your legs hurt. Oh no. May your legs become unhurt soon, Vero. No more leg hurt for you. The contraption is really thought out. I can only cheer for you from over here. Good luck. I gathered my resolve and sat down opposite the huge statue. Strike and put it on. An unexpected tune. I don't understand the person who made this thing. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock. Opponent threw paper. I lost. Scrambled to pick up the helmet. Nearly used to cover my head, then from above, bam. Kun, Riki-kun. Hey, Riki-kun. Tokido-san was yelling directly in front of me. You just stopping by and saying, "What's up? What's up?" Well, thank you for stopping by. If you gotta go, then I guess you gotta go. But I hope you have a good one, whatever you plan to do. Gotta get some rest. Working like 5 hours. Oh my gosh. Sleep. Sleep, my friend, please. I'll see you soon, alright? Sleep well, and sleep goodly. And raise my body. What happened? Which statue entered my vision? Right, I was hit by that thing and passed out. That's right, spaced out again. Looking forward to round 2. Yes, round 2. Whose? You. Do it until you win. You dragged me out. Oh, come on, don't pressure a person who just lost consciousness like that. Love you home, bye, Ultima. Bye-bye. See you soon. But aren't we locked in here till we win? We should at least take turns doing it. Jeez, you don't know when to quit. Okay, I'll do you a favor and throw the rock, paper, scissors for you. So the one getting the beating. Leave it to me. I'm good at this. You are that confident, do the whole thing yourself. If I win, you can leave the hammer whacking to me. If you lose, I'm still the one getting brained. It's fine, it's fine. Rock, paper, scissors! Tokido-san threw rock, one threw paper. I lost. I scrambled to pick up the helmet. I covered my head with it. Then from above, bam! Kun, Riki-kun! Hey, Riki-kun! Tokido-san was yelling directly in front of me. Finally raised my body. What happened? You've set you entered my vision. Alright, I put the thing and passed out. That's right. Consciousness was still hazy. Hurry up and begin round 3. Yes? Round 3. Let's do it together. That means I'll be the one taking the fall again, right? I'm good at rock, paper, scissors. Didn't you just lose? I'm surprised you still remember that. Did it look that bad when I lost consciousness? No, just took you forever to recover. Next time I'll die. I'll win next time. Wait a second, at least let's think of a plan. A plan, that's right. It's your role to use your head, I guess. You did use it in a sense. Used it so much it's literally splitting. When you lose, how about attempting to dodge by jumping back or place a dummy weight there or something? Are you afraid of breaking the rules? Certainly, if a trap activates and that huge statue falls down on us, just imagining is scary. Let's think about the rules of rock, paper, scissors. First time it was paper, second time it was paper. Did it play paper the whole time? Really? Oh, maybe it did. Please take this more seriously. I'm risking my life here. Why do you sound so formal when you retort? What does it matter now? The statue cannot play anything but paper, so I'll go with scissors. Third challenge, well, the third time, the strike and put it on. Rock, paper, scissors, scissors. Paper. I won! Bam! Etchu's forehead split in half, broke into 2 pieces and fell down. Mechanism unlocked with a clunk. Turned around and sure enough, she was standing there putting away her gun. Are you kidding me? I kept hugging all the good parts. Wasn't that good teamwork? If anything, that was more like team killing. Isn't that supposed to be a pun? No, just idle grumbling. Anyway, aren't you glad that the door to the next floor is open? Yeah, totally. You don't sound very excited. Well, that's fine. Let's get ready. Basement 4. Ah, fudge. Still at perfect health, baby. Maximum perfect health. Okay, let's do the save again. Away we go. I Can't believe what I'm doing now. Fortunately, it's a dead end. You think? Lots of twists and turns here, ain't it? Oh boy. Go back. Rawr! No. No. Absolutely not. No. I did it right. Eat shit, game. I want to uncover the whole map. I guess I gotta save at each and every door now. I gotta save before each and every door. How fun is that? Nice misplayed inputs, or whatever you call it. Excuse me. I did it right. Are you okay, game? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Maybe the combat could have been a little bit improved in this part, maybe. Just saying. Obviously, that was the wrong way. Well, I better go this way. Another dead end. Yeah. This is the realm of dead ends, apparently. Alright, better save. Oh, this room's a dead end too. Oh no, everything's a dead end. Oh god. No, go this way. Uh-oh. Another. Whoa. Hit the button twice accidentally. Okay, we got 2 doors. Door number whatever this is. Turn the light carefully. Well, is there anything here? Thump. The moment we entered the room, a heavy stone sealed the entrance behind our backs. This is bad. It's a trap. Sound of the ground rumbling echoed in the room. Water started to flood the room. It wasn't just any old water. It was hot water. Hot, hot! Instinctively jumped up. Let's hurry up and open the door. Stone door? You are a guy, right? I thought physical work wasn't my job. We have no choice but to work together here. I reluctantly put my hand into the hot water to lift the door. I grabbed it to the bottom and put my strength into my hips. Didn't move an inch. Water level was quickly starting to rise. This would have been a great time for Masato's muscle power, but he wasn't here. Rumble, and the stone moved. Tokido-san was lifting it up next to me at the same time. Both of us, we could somehow do it. Or at least we wouldn't drown. Water would flow outside through the gap. One the count of 2, alright? Yeah. 1, 2, up! Lifted the stone about 30 centimeters. Must have been waiting for that moment as she instantly inserted the stainless steel canteen into the gap. Get to the other side! Slip through the gap as she told me. The canteen kept creaking and groaning as it was about to break. Tokido-san, hurry up! Crawled out as well. Right as we both escaped, the canteen broke in half. Once the door came down, there was nothing but stone wall left. Phew! I'm all wet. Sheesh. Well now, should we head back? We'll catch a cold this time of the year and our clothes will dry soon. Let's keep moving. Wet clothes clinging to my skin felt terrible, but I wasn't helping but not. Alright, I don't really want to run into any traps. So we'll just ignore that trap and turn on the light. Oh, just nothing. Just flat out nothing. Might as well turn on the light again. Oh, pond in a place like this? No, look, isn't there steam rising from it? A line of stones divided the center of the room. The stones were smooth, perhaps worn down by the water. The room was heated just right, making it feel good. This is a hot spring. Hot spring? So what do we do? Looked around. There's nothing other than the hot spring. Put my hand in the water to check. Water temperature is good. So, how should I say this? It's a regular stone bath. Really? Wish we weren't underground. Wanted to try an open air bath? Just thought that'd be nice. Never got a chance to be because of the way I've lived. For some reason, she seemed to be more comfortable around me than before. Well, maybe it was just I never had a chance to hear her talk about things like this before. Why can't we go on a staff trip every once in a while? If you're attacked then, the organization would be annihilated. But yeah, I don't think something like that would happen. Is coming here her masochistic performance? Yeah, that's right. Just like you said, for an organization, I was done to cover well, I almost had the gunfight the other day. Relaxing on a trip, a stupid situation. With openings to be massacre. That's stupid, right? Really stupid, right? Tony, right? That's right. Just laugh. There it was. Her self-depreciating performance was on par with Masato's usual wild accusations. Really? Mumble, mumble. It's going to be a while before she returns to normal. In that time, I will examine the bath. On further investigation, I noticed a seam in the floor of the bath. Apparently, it was possible to pass through the floor. Have you figured out the trick behind the bath? Yeah, I think if you go yay and jump head first into the bath, the floor will open up. Okay, go ahead. Me too. Are you trying to make me strip on my own? Be that as it may. Look, a cave dweller. Where? Here. Smack. Wah. Sploosh. I was kicked and flew into the water. Nothing's happening. Tokido-san, you are so mean. How do you expect me to trust you after this? It's alright. I'm your partner, so you can trust me. Won't do anything bad to you. You just did. Disheartened, I climbed out of the bath. Was soaked from head to toe. Geez, what do we do now? I grumbled while squeezing the water out of my clothes. And I heard Tokido-san's voice, who was looking around outside the room. What's wrong? It says mixed bath here. Ah, so the mystery is solved. It'd have worked if we both entered. What are you saying? That doesn't make sense. But I saw there is a door in the floor. What kind of sensor could figure out if it's a girl or a guy? I don't know. A biosensor? It's not impossible, but Riki could. Yes. I'll cover your eyes with that wet shirt. Walked up to me. Why? You're going to bathe together, so isn't that obvious? Splash. I was kicked in again. This time my eyes were covered and I couldn't see anything. Cough, cough, I'm drowning. Yeah, what are you touching? That's cause I can't see. Cough, cough. Was struggling, I looked for air when, clunk, the bottom moved. Actually, it was coming apart. Yeah! Both fell down with the water. Enemy attack! I can't see anything. Use this. Pass me the gun in the darkness. What? That's right, I'm worse than you. Phew. You saw it. Die. Bam. Don't shoot. I'll die for real. Bam, bam. That hurts. It grazed me. Bam, bam. When I was half consciousness, she ended up hitting me with her gun. Tokido-san used the rope to climb up and come back, bringing her clothes with her. That was a crazy mechanism. To break the awkward atmosphere, I spoke after straightening my clothes. Hurry up and forget that already. Replied in a voice clouded with anger. Haha. Well, it's basement floor 5 now. Wonder how far it is till the bottom. What should we do? It's almost morning. I can keep going, but you still have your daily life to protect, right? It'll be unfair if I didn't let you go soon. Tokido-san, don't you need to go to class? I do go to class. Still, talking about boring stuff with my classmates is pretty tiring, so I stopped doing that. Is that alright? What is? think your friends will miss you. Listen, the only objective is to get my hands on the treasure hidden in the secret room. It's not like I'm here to enjoy high school or anything. Once my mission is over, I won't have a reason to be here anymore. Are you going to transfer? Hey, I'm not even a student here. I'm not going to school after this either. I see, you are a spy after all. But if you were gone, then I'd be lonely. Even given everything that's happened? Well, it is pretty tough. I almost died so many times. But since Tokido-san is interesting, I see. I didn't think you enjoyed my blunder so much. Hold on, that's not what I meant. I mean, you are personally interesting. Interesting? It's difficult to put into words. It's just not your mistakes. You actually act like a girl. And I find those parts of you really cute. I didn't know why I was saying all of this. I said some pretty embarrassing things. She seemed pretty pleased with my words. That's right. Fighting and navigating the maze alone would be really harsh. Resolved to do my best to bring out more of Tokido-san's girly side. And so the night went on. May 20th, never mind. It was dawn. I was tired and didn't feel great. I can't keep this up for too long. Humans were meant to sleep when it's dark and be active during the day. I shouldn't live this kind of reckless lifestyle. I knew that firsthand. I was in terrible condition, but if I could play baseball with everyone, it didn't matter. It'd also be okay if Tokido-san invited me to do something. What's with you guys? You're all so lifeless. Hato was lying with his face down on the table. Ren, in contrast, idly stared up at the ceiling. Kinko was just eating at his own pace. Psheh. Okay, I understand. No matter how bad I felt, I couldn't turn down Kyosuke's invitation. This is the Kyosuke that I confess my love for to Tokido-san. Wouldn't mind being alone with him. No, we're friends. Friends. Yeah, I was touched too. You must let me help. Will you do it, Kyosuke? If you do it, it'll be proof of your incredible generosity. I'll bear witness. Yep, the amount doesn't matter. Oh, you really are that generous. What will you do about the money for the trip? Hearing that, Kyosuke stopped cold. So touching. But those two didn't seem moved at all. Why, those are the words that really touched me. Hold on, Kamari, just how did you set me up? Yeah, I did. No, don't aim your suspicion in such an obviously wrong direction. Why are those two unmoved by it? I was moved. I see. In that case, it's fine. Thank you, Riki. The words seemed to brighten his good spirits back. Yeah, think so too. Recently changed my opinion of her. Well, spend time with Tokido-san. Yeah, it'll be a waste to spend a day off like this practicing baseball. Yesterday, I had the idea that I'd try and draw out some more of Tokido-san's girlishness. I sent her a quick text. Waiting for her in the usual spot. Wasn't like I'd asked her on a date, but my heart was racing. She showed up. What's up? It's Sunday, Tokido-san. It is, so you should take the day to rest. I'll keep an eye out. It's okay. Even if you can't see me, I'll be within sight. Well, it's our day off, so let's go have some fun. I boldly said it. Don't say weird things, Riki-kun. If you don't rest during the day, when will you? Obviously, resting is necessary, but I think an occasional change of pace is important too. Well, yeah, you guys are normal people. You need that kind of thing too. I think you need it too. I was desperate. Why? Well, have you ever hung out with friends before? I have, but you were just pretending, weren't you? Yeah, I want to really hang out with you as real friends. When did you and me become friends? We're partners, aren't we? That doesn't mean we're friends. In fact, we shouldn't become friends at all. Eh? No, she can't cut me off that easily. I'm not very good at making friends to begin with, and she's not even a normal student. But I'm not getting anywhere unless I take a step forward. Looks like it doesn't matter what I does here, so, ask about her hobbies. What are your hobbies? What's this all of a sudden? Sorry it's sudden, but I'd appreciate it if you'd answer me seriously. Hobbies. Juggling beanbags? You like juggling beanbags? I wouldn't say I like it, I just remember doing it in my free time. So you don't do it now? Of course not, it's a kid's game. What else? How do you kill time? Soccer. Soccer? Really? You asked, so don't act so surprised. Just unexpected. But that's also when I was a kid. A big girl like me doesn't do that. That's true. I also have memories of kicking the ball around with a friend from the neighborhood when I was young, but I don't do it now. Games for people our age, huh? Ever been to a game arcade? I haven't. Are you interested? I am. Yeah, I want to go once before I die. Finally expressed an interest in something. Okay, let's go. Right now. I grabbed her by the hand and pulled. Hey, you need a rest. I was moving with such resolve that I was almost dragging her. Don't come crying to me if you collapse down there tonight. I'll do my best. I'm the one you're going to be inconveniencing. I can see it. It's the arcade kiosk he always goes to. An arcade, huh? She didn't seem that excited about it. Okay. Oh good, my water bottle's almost empty. That's good. Okay. Guess it's not really the kind of place you'd invite a girl to. There's stuff like crane games that girls will enjoy there too. A lot of them give you stuffed animals. I was desperate to find something she'd be interested in. Stuffed animals, huh? Alright, I got one! She's really into it. Which one should I get next? She laughs like that, even at times like these. That strap over there is a stuffed animal attached to it, doesn't it? Game start! Okay, good. Come on, just like that. Yes, I got it! Her overwhelming joy was drawing looks from other people in the store. Is it okay for a spy to draw someone's attention? Well, I'm just happy that Tokido-san is having fun. Riki-kun, what do you want? She asked me without looking away from the glass case. Nothing really. Okay, next is... which one? Her breathing was erotically heavy. You got so many. There weren't so many that she couldn't carry them all and had to get a paper bag from the clerk. It's all a matter of spatial recognition. What do you think I got that training for? It was super helpful. Yeah, this is exactly why... Wait, what the hell am I doing going all out and displaying my spy skills in a place like this? And it's evening? I got caught up in the game, I forgot about the time. How funny. Got so caught up in the game that I wouldn't have noticed someone having maybe me in the back. That's why I am a complete idiot. Okay, come on, go ahead and laugh. Isn't it alright to go out and have fun on your day off? I'm such a doofus. Oh man. She was in her self-depreciating mode again, and it seemed like she could hear me. But it had been really fun. Seeing Tokido-san get so innocently excited made her seem more girly and cute than usual. I think she almost killed me back when we first met. Like an eternity ago. I got to see a lot her true self today. Whether she's a spy or whatever doesn't matter. I love Tokido-san. Our time together today let me see that. After I'd returned to my room, I decided to spend the time before dinner finishing up my English homework. Chocolate striped donut. So much then I had a thought. If Tokido-san were here right now, I wouldn't hesitate to give her half of mine. When I thought about that, my chest stung a little. Tokido-san is funny, cool, and cute and cool, but she'll leave this school not knowing anyone here but me. If it's the Tokido-san that I've come to love, I'm sure everyone else would like her too. But even so, I felt like crying. Riki, can we exchange? Yosuke called out in a comforting voice. We can split ours in halves too. Sure, thanks. Yosuke and I split our donuts between ourselves. Headed to the meeting place after receiving the usual mail. Tokido-san was waiting by herself. She had an air of solitude about her. Or did she seem this way because I myself was with my friends until a moment ago? Even if it was just me, I wanted her to have someone. I'm here. I called out to her. Alright, let's go. She was just like always. Maybe I was worried about nothing. You have to start with this every time. But they're building the pyramid again. Guess the teacher had enough of this, as there was pyramids prohibited written on the blackboard. How silly. Would they be okay with an ancient tomb instead? Sure, other people have no idea what this is about. and we have to go through all the trouble of rebuilding it every time. Why don't you just designate it the pyramid room for good? That'd be helpful. Basement 1. Basement 3. Alright, we better just watch. Basement 4. The hot springs level. Enter through the B5 northeastern door. Huh? Hot springs dried up even though all the other traps are back in place. The place where there are a lot of hot springs was now dry. I'd absolutely hate solving that puzzle again. It seems Tokido-san did something to prevent it from doing the thing. It's a shame. Want to take another mixed bath? She stared at me intently. No, that's not it. I was thinking it'd make for tougher for other spies who'd want to clear it. I better save in case there's a thing that appears. Solving them, but it says a mixed bath right outside the door, so isn't it pretty simple? Might be hard to bring someone all the way down here. Even if you pretend you have something to tell them, no one's going to follow you all the way out here. It doesn't matter if the other person is unconscious, does it? You don't need to lead them down here, you just need to carry them here. Ah, I see. Didn't realize that. I see, you can subdue instead of cooperate. It's a disturbing thought, though. We're going right down. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm fine. My, what a reassuring answer coming from you. She seemed surprised. Certainly was brimming with enthusiasm like never before. I wonder why. Ah, I knew. I was starting to think that as long as I was together with this girl, I would enjoy my time no matter how harsh the situation is. On the other hand, it was similar to a runner's high. Having fought day after day, my brain was overflowing with all sorts of hormones. I didn't mind either way, as long as I was helpful to her. Somehow, I was being unusually positive. She was the one who made me this way. Let's go. Basement 5. We beat them yesterday, so there are no enemies here, right? That's right, it's all good. Okay. Savey save time again. It's an empty room. Well, that's good. Light on. Isn't it a little cold? You're right, I can feel the cold air. Maybe it's a trap. Well, I can't tell until I see it. Held the light up high, turned to illuminate the entire room. Couldn't tell what was in the room, but the floor was reflected the light clearly. The floor is frozen. This time it's ice. Is it a trap? I don't know. Let's investigate a bit. Yeah! The scream faded into the distance. Tokido-san. I'm fine. From the way she sounded, she was pretty far inside. The floor was sloped. Definitely not move. If we both fall down, it'd be impossible to get up. Be careful. There's a mountain climbing rope and spikes in the backpack. Throw me those. I took out the rope and carefully tied it to my foot so it wouldn't slip and helped her get back up. Finished climbing up the slope. Welcome back. Are you hurt anywhere? Mumble, mumble. Shh, depressed again. Started walking back without a word. We put the tools in the backpack and followed after her. Okay, so that's a bad room. I'll save it. Again, I don't know if we have to avoid traps, so no enemies, no traps. Completely empty. Very suspicious. Empty rooms and stuff. I don't like it, guys. Roar! Carried away? That's insane. Oh, that's a dead end? Well, darn. Save it again. I'm not botching anything up. Eat shit. Seriously. Those are scary looking guys, by the way. I don't like them. I'm gonna load now. That's better. Dead end again. No, don't go that way. No danger. This kind of reminds me of Etrian Odyssey, kind of. Except we're not drawing the map. Excellent! Save game? That's a good idea. Rawr! Yeah, cool. Cool stuff, bro. Yeah. She started eating ice cream. That is an amazing thing to do during a battle. Ooh, there were only 3 left. That was a big one. I think this is the end game room, but you never know. No enemies, no traps. Okay, never mind. There's more. Oh man, it's getting tougher. Yep, that's exactly what I think. Yo, weirdo. Have I been all of the ways? Feels like I've been all of the ways now. Oh, no, I haven't. Never mind. Never mind. There was one right here. Turn on the light carefully. That's quite a really the mechanism they have in here. There's a block of ice in the middle of the room. Right next to that, there was a wooden carving. It's a dragon. It's a dragon. Japanese-style dragon with a slender body like a snake, winding back and forth. It was carved with fine attention to detail. And there's a block of ice facing it. The block of ice is rectangular in shape, and it seems like it's big enough to fit the dragon carving inside. So, this one is easy. I know how to solve this. Huh? Is that so? We have to... have a drink on the rocks while gazing at it. Yeah, that's it. The next thing it says, give up, by the way. Weird. Alright, carve the dragon. To replicate the wooden carving dragon using the ice? Ah, I see. That's what the ice is for. Looks difficult. What's more, the ice is melting, so we don't have much time. What happens if it's all gone? Well, maybe someone will replace it? After I said that, I realized how stupid that must have sounded. If there was someone like that, we could just capture him and be done. As isn't going to be replaced as long as we were around. I wouldn't count on that. That's right, rather bet on you. Wonder if I could do it better. About that. It's a division of labor. You're in charge of solving the puzzles. You might end up going, yeah, once again. That's rich coming from you. You've forgotten what scaredy cat you used to be back then. I was just a normal person. Wish you'd have some appreciation for how much I've grown. Obviously, right? I'm good for nothing. Spider who goes, yeah, what surprise. I like the experience. Laugh only one way. Laugh, you go ahead and laugh. Ah, do it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I guess I was starting to feel comfortable around her because I was able to speak my mind with her. But we don't have much time. I want you to go help me out. If it's blowing stuff away, then any time. I'll do it myself. I borrowed the survival knife from her and started carving the ice with it. What I can manage will probably only bearing a superficial resemblance of the dragon. How it would be judged was a huge mystery, only since there were no judges around. And even attempted to reproduce the skills and worked on the general likeness instead. It would be enough if the evaluation was carried out by a censor. Dragon's silhouette was extremely complicated. Spending so much time on it, all I could do was carve out big lumps. Didn't look like much of anything yet. Don't thought of it my unfathomable work. Seems you're slowing down. She's nonchalantly playing with a gun in her hand. I had to bring a pro down here to do this, and you couldn't just knock them unconscious. Put down the knife. Not having the appropriate tools was making this even more difficult. Okay, give up. Ah, did you give up? Then it's fine, right? She readied her gun. Hey, wait! Bang, clash. Was too late. The S already started shattering into countless pieces. After the ice, the wooden statue was next in line. This time, too, the upper half of the statue was blown off with a bang. Ah! Clunk. The sound is... No way. We unlocked the door? Looking again, both the ice and the statue were in the same broken state. I see. Fine as long as they are the same, so that means it's only to change the shape of the original, right? I'm impressed. Well, I myself am also surprised. A fluke? It's fine either way, right? The result is what matters. Seems to be a fluke. She didn't think and just shot. Window. Well, let's go. At first blush, she appeared to be calculating and cold-blooded, but she turned out to be more impulsive than me, not to mention somewhat incompetent. My opinion of Tokido-san was changing. Used to be worried whether I'd make a good partner now to Tokido-san, but that seemed like a distant past now. If it weren't for me, how would she make it through this maze? This was the question that preoccupied my mind. Basement 6. Crap. Eat shoot. That's cool, Tokido-san. I'm happy that you went to your baseball game. Alright. I did notice something weird, by the way, for the next one. It says, go to the 2 points at the top and bottom of the map. Okay. So, pretty much explore the whole thing, I guess, huh? Better save it here. We're the strongest team! Uh-huh. Yeah. That makes sense. That's why we save, guys. That's why we save the game. Because, combat's a bit scuffed. Unfortunately, it's a dead end. Why is it a dead end, though? Oops. What's that? Save game time? I agree. Go. First time, people. Okay. Ah, this way's a dead end too. Till now, there had simply been a door down in the deepest room of each floor. The two rooms on this floor look exactly the same, and the usual contraptions were nowhere to be seen. What do you think? The device on every floor so far was in plain sight as to tease us. It's actually hidden on this one. I had no choice but to go over both rooms with a fine-tooth comb. It'll be time-consuming. Let's split up. Prayed in my heart that she wouldn't have to go, yeah, because of me again. I entered the last room we visited. Started to carefully touch the foreign walls with my hand. Didn't find anything out of the ordinary. Finally, I looked up at the ceiling, but there was nothing of note there either. Whoever designed these devious contraptions had clearly having a blast. So could they suddenly have had a change of heart at this point? Or could this be the bottom floor? I doubt it would go only this steep. Riki-kun, did you solve the mystery? Tokido-san came back. Not yet. She looked really cute tracing circles in the air with her foot. Alright. Look at the map one more time. Move. I checked the floor map again. Why are there dead ends on both sides? I contemplated what the map would look like if the paths continued further. Flash of insight. The pyramid was built above ground. I could consider this carefully. Could the floor plan have the shape of a kanji character? That would be... yeah, I don't know kanji characters. Fill the rest of the map, then go to both rooms on the right. I don't know kanji characters. King, maybe? What's wrong? Look at the shape of this floor. What about it? I think this map is still incomplete. For example, if there was a pathway around here, added those on the usual on using a marker. See, it becomes the kanji king. In other words, half of the floor is hidden. With more rooms and pathways, the traps and puzzle room will be on that side. You really know your stuff. Just as I anticipated. Let's hurry up and find it. Okay. Fill the rest of the map and go to both rooms on the right. Do I have to, like, do the checking of the rooms like that? I don't even know which room, Game! What do we do? Okay, approach the wall and knocked on it. I see, certainly a space on the other side. Going to use explosives. Go hide somewhere. Yukito-san cut off a clunk of a clay-like substance from inside her bag, took it out and stuck it to the wall. She inserted a stick-like thing into the mess, and started to unwind a cord from there. Finally, she came toward me, hid behind the wall, and inserted a pin with a ring attached to it on the cord. Tokido-san slowly pulled out the ring, and the moment I heard a small metallic sound, boom! The sound traveled all the way over here. On the other side of the newly opened hole, there was a pathway as expected. The hole was big enough for a person to easily pass through. Even though the explosive was much small enough to hold in my hand, for it to have this much destructive power. I know. How exciting. Time to save again. There's nothing, huh? Carefully investigated the room we'd been through. Found a seam on the floor. There was no reaction when I tried to push or hit it. Maybe some sort of trigger to move this. Let's keep on searching then. The girl is really easygoing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Battle. Nope. Find anything? I shook my head. It's the same as the room just now. There's a seam, but no thing. Let's keep on searching. Okay. It was a dead end. Tokido-san approached the wall and knocked on it. There's a space on the other side too. Blowing it up. Go hide. Boom! The sound traveled all the way over here. On the other side was the newly opened hole. There was a similar pathway. Okay, we made a complete circle now. Oh, go to both rooms on the right. Open the sarcophagus in this room. Either room is fine. What do you mean? Rumble, the whole floor shook. An earthquake? No, the kanji symbol is now complete, so something is happening. We should go check the 2 rooms with the seams. Yeah, let's go. Ah, there's something where the seam was. Wait here. Signaled with her hand and walked on ahead. It's fine. Following that, I also walked to the center of the room. What is this? The thing that appeared here was a rotten sarcophagus, just like you'd see in the history textbooks. It's a sarcophagus. I wonder if there's a mummy inside. What's with the pyramid and the kanji for king? The person who made this must really be into Egypt. Let's open this later. There's another room. Yeah. It's a sarcophagus. Followed after her, and just like the previous room, there was a sarcophagus enshrined in the middle of the room. The chance to get it right is 1 in 2. May trigger a trap if we choose the wrong one. That's right, there's nothing indicating which one is the right one. If we are wrong, perhaps poisonous scorpions will come out. Mummy doesn't exactly sound exciting either. Which one should we open? I'm deciding again? Just realize it's your duty by now. What should I do? Let's save. This room! I think I had to open a sarcophagus and almost felt like I was raiding a grave. I felt guilty about it. There was a real body inside. What would I do? I lifted up the lid and slowly moved it aside. See anything? Asked Tokido-san, who was taking a peek. No wonder. Maybe it's really a mummy. Hope you're kidding. Just open it like that. Yeah. I lifted the lid of the sarcophagus with all my might. And afterwards, something abruptly woke up from within the sarcophagus. Wow! The beaten-up bandaged mummy was moving. It lifted up its hand and pointed at Tokido-san. She shook her hand and pointed at me. Then the mummy took something out and pointed it at me. Wham! It struck me. Yeah? The mummy briskly walked away. What just happened? The mummy slapped you with a paper fan and got you. It's part of the trap. You're kidding, right? But didn't you take some damage? No. Even if I did, it was mental damage due to this surreal development. There's damage after all. Anyway, what was that just now? A mummy. Isn't it just walking away? This is the sort of place where incredible things like that are possible. Don't say that so nonchalantly. Better chase after him. He should still be around. Calm down, there's no point in chasing him. Let's get to the bottom of this. He might fess up that it was actually a performance and he was getting paid for it or something. Go ahead and look for him then. Alright, let's see. Leave him be. It's fine. Let's open the other sarcophagus. That's fine. Okay. Boop. Heave-o! We lifted up the heavy lid in one go. It was an opening. There's a ladder here. Go into the floor below. Okay. Phew! I exhaled. Are you tired? To be honest, I am. Then let's call it a day. We'll come back tomorrow. And so the night went on. May 21st. It was dawn. I had been in a real study frenzy. Been preparing and reviewing endlessly through the night, so I felt like I could get an incredibly good score on the test. Now we can just skip through all this stuff again. Yay. Looks like Say It is next. Say it! At this point, I received a text. I checked, saw that it was Tokido-san calling me out. Riki-kun, do you have somewhere you need to be? Yeah, sorry for leaving mid-conversation, but I've gotta go. It's fine, take your time. And so, I want to play the bait again. I respectfully decline. Don't lose heart so quickly. I'm just amusing myself. My words fell on deaf ears. Okay, so I want you to remember a few things. I told you that there were spies lurking in this school, right? Yeah, you said there are at least 4. But yesterday I defeated them all, so now I don't know who the enemy is. Are you sure there just aren't any? Japan is special, so it's definitely harder to hide. But considering how serious this is, it's best to assume that someone has successfully infiltrated with their cover intact. There's a good chance one of my comrades is here, even though I wouldn't know who they were. A comrade. then you wouldn't know. Yeah, only one I wouldn't know. All I know is how to get hold of my boss. Why? I can't tell people things I don't know. It's safer if I don't know any more than I need to. Anybody can be made to talk under torture. If I give up information, people will die. That's why they only give necessary information to people on scene. A chill ran down my spine, but my calm way of talking didn't change. But you told me all sorts of things. Because I need you, Riki-kun. What? Nothing. Don't worry about it. More importantly, let me explain the plan. What should I do? It's simple. For the time being, I went back to the classroom. I didn't have much to do, but I had to wait a while. Mine was a bundle of cards that resembled playing cards. Tokido-san had made them. A number of different actions were written on them. Like I was told, I flipped them over when the break was over. Okay, let's assume that your actions are being monitored. These instructions may not tell you to do anything meaningful, but don't worry about it. If the enemy is targeting you, the first thing they'll try to do is learn your behaviors and patterns. Based on that, they'll determine how many people would be needed for surveillance. Because their numbers were thinned in the last incident, they'd have to replace them or conduct surveillance from outside. The school's curriculum is fixed and the students' actions are pretty restricted, so they won't need all the stops. All the stops? Yep, there are times when there are 30 agents to watch one enemy. No way. The target is traveling by car. You need to be ready with cars, motorcycles, and have a conveniently located operational headquarters. Usually you also have a number of cameras and video recorders to monitor the target too. All of your phone calls are tapped and your mail is open without your knowledge. While you're away, definitely search your room. They do all that to understand where you go, the people you know, and your behavioral patterns. In 2 weeks, they'll compile everything about you in a single file. There aren't many people who can escape from an organization that takes its surveillance seriously. Wow! There goes any privacy I had. So what should we do? The net hasn't completely dissolved. The net hasn't been completely set yet. We'll take this chance to act. Are a bunch of directives written on those cards' directions. Enemy will try and learn your behavior patterns, find any weaknesses, openings, or associates. You'll shuffle the cards at random and carry out what is written on them. Your actions will be randomized. Turn over 3 at a time and do what's written in that order. Good luck, Riki-kun. Think of it as a game, it could be fun. So, game start! With that, it was decided that I would follow the directions on the cards I got from Tokido-san. But when did she have time to make these? There were carefully handwritten sentences on the cards I turned over. The characters were graceful, but also a little small and cute. I looked at 3 of them. Written on them was, go to the bathroom and stay in a stall for 2 minutes. Run down the hallway at full speed and head downstairs. Slam into someone. Those were my orders. Guess I'll go to the bathroom first. Went in a stall. Occasionally sensed someone taking a leak. Watched the clock and waited for 2 minutes. Okay, next is the hallway. Suddenly broke out in a dash and I ran to the staircase on the other side of the hall. A lot of people looked at me suspiciously. So embarrassing. I leaped down the stairs a few times, a few steps at a time like I was running away from something, and continued down to the first floor. Guess I needed to slam into someone. Would Masato be okay? Wouldn't hurt him. Okay, I'll go with Masato. There he is. Masato! Huh? What's wrong? Bam. Whoa. Said flying back. Yeah, I got a good idea for a game. One on the chest bumping. It's my turn now. Masato came flying toward me. He'll crush me to death. Moved out of the way as quickly as possible. Wah! Haha. I had a hard time getting away from him. Had he fallen down the stairs, well, he'll probably be okay. Good work. Tokido-san appeared behind me. Is this really going to work? Yeah, it's going great. By the way, where were you watching me from? I'm not going to tell you that. Eh? If I told you, you'd look in my direction. Spies are extremely sensitive to glances. Something unnecessary in an unnecessary place stands out quite a bit. I see. Break time! Pull out the next 3 cards. Dance in the courtyard, walk while holding someone's hand, take the second floor fire extinguisher to the third floor. Another difficult set of actions, but if I don't do them, Tokido-san will complain. So, as her partner, I guess I have no choice. Luckily, no one was in the courtyard. Hurry-ya, hurry-ya, umao! Whatever steps I could think of. It's closer to drunken boxing than dancing. What are you doing? Wah! Somebody saw me. It was a cat at Rin's feet that seemed to have just slipped. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Seriously, what's wrong? How you moved just now was really weird. She's really worried. Well, I agree that it is pretty strange to be dancing at a place like this. Well, I was just thinking that if a really strong enemy appeared, I would fight them off with this. Oh, it's a new move. It's a pretty lame one. Are you sure about it? It's fine. Umao. What's with you? Having a weirdo fight like that in the group is a serious turnoff. Just need to get used to it. Haha, hurry-ya, hooray! Somehow I told a lie. Next is walk while holding someone's hand. Who should I do it with? Cood. Maybe I'll ask Cood. Time to check inside. Oh, there she is. Wafoo! She had put a full trash bag on a pushcart and was spinning it around and around. Is that some kind of new game? Wafoo! She stopped and hung her head. Foo, not good. Cood, what's wrong? Noise-san! Actually, I was asked to dispose of this equipment, but the pushcart I borrowed to do it seems to have broken the wheel. Which one? I took a look at the pushcart. One of the front wheels was broken, and when it turned, she had been forcing it to move like that, and it had been turning weirdly in one direction. That won't be a quick fix. Really? Then I'll just carry it by hand. She took the bag in hand. The bag was clearly far too big for a small girl like Cood. Are you okay? I'll do my best. Heave-ho! Wafoo! She was teetering. It looked dangerous. Cood, I'll carry it. No way! It's okay, I'm stronger than you. That's true. Okay, let's do it like this. We decided to both carry it, faced each other and carried the bag from the sides. Heave-ho! Because of our height difference, the Cood was more or less hugging the bag. Honestly, she wasn't really helping me carry it at all. Heave-ho! While she seemed to be doing her best and not pushing herself too hard. Ah! Huh? What's wrong? It's nothing! Wafoo! Huh? What? Well, every time my hand touched hers, she made a noise. It's definitely a little embarrassing. Hold on. Our hands are on top of each other while we carry this. Wouldn't I count that as holding hands? If I could accomplish both the bag carrying and the hand holding objectives at the same time. Cood? Yes, what? I want you to put your hand on top of mine. On top of yours? Please, it's important. But... Okay, I, the unworthy Kujavaka, shall put my hand on yours. There! Even more of the burden was put on me. Whew, you were a big help. Thank you! Oh, you helped me too. I did? How? It's personal. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I accomplished my objective. I think. My last objective is take the second floor fire extinguisher to the third floor. Fire extinguisher, huh? There's one in the hallway, but is it okay to take it? There we go. Not that heavy, so I should be okay. Riki, what are you doing with that? Someone saw me. Taking it to the third floor. Oh, that looks heavy. Let me see it. Thanks, but I'm okay. I'll help you anytime. Thanks, that's reassuring. Left Kango and headed for the third floor. That was perfect. Her voice came from behind me again. I sniffed out 2 suspects. Really? Where in the world was she hiding? How'd you find them? That's still a secret. If you knew, you'd be conscious of it, right? And that would make this pointless. It's true, but I feel like I'm becoming more and more of a weirdo. Bear with it for now. There's just a little more. What about lunch break? Lunch break is fine. Do what you usually do. But why Nomi-san? Seriously, just where was she watching from? Well then. Finish eating my bread and resume my task. While searching for members as always. Now where should I try my luck? Nobody called out to me. My hand felt heavy. Didn't get enough sleep, so it was only natural. But I felt with the sunlight that the sluggishness would gradually fade away. What's wrong? An enemy? Cautiously put my guard up. Ha 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 ha! It was just Haruka-san. came over to the bench out of breath, sweating profusely, resting with her hands on her knees. Haruka-san, what's the matter? Hi, Kud, thank you for earlier. No, you're the one who helped me. Ah, thank you. What she said there. I repeated it in English, a little off, but she was doing her best to be foreign-like. Ah! Looked like she finally noticed. Hello, Riki, Rin-san. Shut up. Ah! Kud has joined. Sorry, I have something I need to do first. See you later. Oh, well, I'll be waiting. Aren't leaving Masato? I looked over. It was probably the last 3 cards. Surprise someone by whispering in their ear. Put a bunch of tags on the back of things. Hug somebody from behind. Gotta do my best. First is surprising someone by whispering in their ear. Rin and Kud had just left the classroom, so they could both be good choices. Which one should I choose? I think this will be cute. Every Kud option, I'll just choose Kud. Went around and appeared before Kud and Rin. Didn't you stay behind in the classroom? Masato was talking about walking around alone, looking miserable. Well, I forgot to say something, and Masato looking miserable when he walks alone is just your opinion. I need Kud for a minute. Me? What can I do for you? In order to surprise her, I gently whispered in her ear. Me and Kyosuke are going out. Masato is 60 on the inside. Kango has full dentures. This one. The truth is, me and Kyosuke are together. Wafu! It's a startling truth! Never seen her this surprised. I can only watch over you, but I wish you and Kyosuke happiness. Something happened between this guy and my stupid brother? I was saying that we get along like brothers. You guys are creepy, even though my brother is always creepy. See ya. Decided it was time to get out of here. Out of there. Just run. I bought some tags at the store. It said to put them on the back of things, but what would be good? Put one on the underside of the teacher's desk, and one on the door's lintel. Riki could leave the rest to me. Haruka-san suddenly appeared and took my tags. Hold on. Do it like this and leave the marks of your prank in places there where the prefects won't see them. But that's not what I'm doing. Hold on, Haruka-san. She's after her at full speed. Haruka Saigusa, stop right there. Stop immediately. Stop and pick up your trash. All of a sudden, I was chasing her along with the prefects. Ran out of breath and stopped. I'll leave the rest to the prefects. Wait, what was my objective? I'm in places like I wanted, so it's okay. This one is hug someone from behind. This is pretty unreasonable. Can't explain the circumstances, and I don't want to drag anyone into this kind of thing. Would be willing to cooperate. Kuragaya-san, Nishizono-san, Masato. And to give Masato a big ol' hug. Why'd you call me out? Is it something you couldn't do in front of everyone? Come on, don't be so shy. I got him to see me once, one-on-one, like I wanted. I just realized that it makes me look kinda creepy. Maybe I should just have yelled out in excitement and used the momentum to hug him. If someone finds out about this rendezvous, it'll start rumors. Oh yeah, Tokido-san is watching. Why did I pick Masato? Would have made more sense to go with a girl. Damn. What's wrong? You regretting something now? Oh, he has muscles. Masato has those muscles he's so proud of. This is the time to use them. I bring up muscles, I can write it off as a joke later. Your muscles are incredible. Oh, what's with you all of a sudden? This is already creepy. You'll say it in a different way. They look so hard. Oh well, if I flex they are. But usually they're softer than you'd think. Really, is it okay if I check? This is so perverted. You're interested in that kind of thing? You weren't until now. Need to be more direct. Masato, I want to hug you. Riki, but to be honest, some kind of punishment game? Yeah. Man, I knew it. In that case, I'll do you a solid. You don't need to take off your clothes. That makes it creepier. No, it's not that your muscles are creepy. It's already creepy because it's with you. Let's do it! And he and I hugged the shirtless Masato. It had gotten pretty late after all. It was said and done, but I headed toward the field to join in practice. On the way, young man. Ah! Suddenly, I heard a voice coming from directly behind me. Whoa, who? Where? Immediately descended into a panic. Umu. Oh, Kuragaya-san. You'll give me a heart attack one day if you keep doing that. Her behavior isn't a joke in this situation. If it gets any darker, I might run into the darkness executives, but it's not like I can just ignore her either. Continue practicing. After practice, we returned our equipment to the club room as always. Just then my phone vibrated to inform me I had a text, and it was probably Tokido-san. I opened it and read, "Immediately run to the 3rd floor of the north building. There's a chance the enemy is going to use force." What? Guess the enemy has changed tactics. Ran as fast as I could. I found Kamari-san in the hallway when I got to the 3rd floor. Huh? What's wrong, Riki-kun? You're flustered. Kamari-san. It was just us. What does this mean? There was a vibration in my pocket. I got another text. I'd take her straight to the staff room. It seemed like the enemy was drawing close. Are you doing anything right now? Not really. Well, can you come to the staff room with me? Just for funsies. Ooh. It's out for delivery. My package today of Splatoon Raiders. Alright, sorry. Yep, sure. Thank goodness. Kamari-san never worries about the details. Got another text while we were walking. Suspicious guys are coming from the north building. Go to the 2nd floor and look at the podium in Class A. Expect trouble. Have Kamikita-san go into the staff room. Alright, but please go into the staff room and wait there. What's wrong? I'll explain later. It's dangerous right now. Okay, I understand. After closing the staff room door, I rushed up the stairs. I looked at the teacher's desk as instructed. I saw a green object and earplugs. I got another text. When you find them, put them in your pocket. Next, wait 30 seconds and head to the backyard. 30 seconds? Kido-san sounded foreseeing what would happen to that extent. I needed to do exactly what she said. Really nervous. My hands were even dripping with sweat. Okay, that's 30 seconds. Started running. Got another text before reaching the backyard. Have you put the earplugs in? The enemy is in the backyard, so stop at the entrance. Hurriedly put the earplugs in. What's going to happen? Up at the entrance, heart was beating like a drum. Just had been running, so it was to be expected, but I tried my best to calm down even a little. The sweat dripping from my palms wouldn't stop either. You got another text. Pull the pin out of the thing you found on the teacher's desk. Throw it into the backyard and make sure to look away. It's really okay. I have to do what she says. I could sense people in the backyard, wearing uniforms, but I'd never seen them before. Pulled the pin and threw it, and I hid. Ah! There was an earth-shattering roar. Shuddered when I thought of what might have been if, it didn't have the earplugs. When I snuck a peek at where I threw it, there were 2 students collapsed. Those 2 people are enemy spies. But this, will it be over? There! The flashbang was pretty damn clever. Knocked them out. Enemies were hot on my heels, so I ran away at full speed. Went to the courtyard entrance. Damn it, they're still following me. Stop right there. Honestly, I felt more dead than alive. I turned a corner, I tripped, lost my balance, and fell headfirst into the hallway wall. Riki-kun, you did well. Tokido-san was facing my prone figure and holding a gun. A low sound passed over my head at impossible speed. Gwa! The enemies collapsed. Game cleared. Riki-kun, are you okay? Tokido-san. She was bent over looking after me. Felt a sense of relief and lost consciousness. You awake? When I woke up, I was in my own room. Tokido-san was sitting on the floor, leaning against my bed. It seemed that she had taken care of me again. I'm so pathetic. Where's Masato? Your roommate is out. Was he being considerate or something else? What happened? The enemy was taken away. I don't know what happened to them after that, though. What do you mean? I only contacted my boss and secured the enemy. It's over, so there's nothing to worry about. Oh! Drink this, you're probably thirsty. She handed me a water bottle. I downed about half of it. I was pretty thirsty. Good work today. Thanks to you, we flushed out all the enemies. All of them? How? I didn't see you at all today. I was watching from afar. There's also this. She searched my uniform and pulled out a small piece of metal. I remember having something like that in my pocket. That's a transmitter. Using this, I was able to monitor all of your actions. No way. The rest was process of elimination. I took in anyone who I thought was even a little suspicious and anyone I saw multiple times. It was a big help that you associated with a lot of different people today. So that's why a lot of the orders said to do something to someone. The actions were written on the cards were all the things spies would do. The enemy was sure to panic. I figured out who they all were by watching you. So I sent them a message without your knowledge. It said, if you get further involved, I'll reveal your identities in your handwriting. You decided to use force because of your warning? Maybe. Sorry if I rushed in a bit. But you didn't die, right? That line of reasoning doesn't make it okay. I had a plan. I had you take Kamakita-san, who wasn't involved, to the zap room, and I had you get the flash grenade. You mean Kamari-san had nothing to do with it? That made you nervous, right? After all, you're the kind of person who acts for those around you instead of yourself. And I gave you each order one by one so that the enemy wouldn't find you. I was watching you where they were and what they were doing, while guiding you to safe places. Flash grenade was just a distraction, so there was a chance they'd all survive. But I was watching you run around, determined where you'd run out of energy. They didn't wait and ended it. Hokido-san made it sound so easy, but she'd been manipulating both me and the enemy. It's nothing sort of amazing. Sorry. What are you apologizing for? Honestly, yesterday I was thinking you were dumb for a spy, and then I couldn't leave you alone. Wow, that's horrible. But you were really cool today. I don't see you as even the slightest bit dumb. Oh, is that so? It's not that big of a deal. Well, it's a matter of, achoo! She sneezed. When she did, something sticky made a bridge between us. Gross. Said her sentence over. Well, it's a matter of experience of how many battlefields you've seen. She said it like nothing had ever happened. She couldn't follow through with when it counted. Surely was dumb. I was definitely worried. Probably tired. I'll take the day off from going into the labyrinth. Is it really okay? You accomplished more than enough today. Well, it doesn't seem like you might have a cold. Huh? What are you talking about? Her smile was terrifying. It was dawn. I hadn't searched underground yesterday, so I wasn't that exhausted. But strangely enough, I felt a sense of unease in my chest. It was deep in my heart. What is this pain? My, you're late, good fellows. Well, please be seated. Everyone was talking about baseball like usual. Took a bite of my breakfast and spaced out. What is this feeling? It's stuck in my chest. Been afflicted. It's clear. I'm in love. With whom? With that spy with a few loose screws. Why? I don't really know. Whoops. That's why it's an affliction. I can't get Tokido-san out of my head. Not even for a second. Not even eating properly. Want to hurry up and see her. But if I saw her feeling like this, what would I do? My heart would definitely be going a mile a minute. Tokido-san would be cool, calculating, and carelessly goofy as usual. Could I interact with her like usual? I doubt it. I just confess my feelings to her. Now, is there any chance this love could bear fruit? Tokido-san said it herself. When her mission is over, she'll disappear from this school. She was never a student to begin with, which means I just need to make the most of the precious time I have remaining with her. That's all I can do. I'm spacing out and respond, Riki. Sato suddenly grabbed me by the collar. What? So I'm only 8 members. So what are you planning to do about the last member? So it's up to me again? Spaced out during the first period, too. I'll go see her during the break. What kind of expression should I put on? Fine, I'll figure it out then. When the break came, I flew out of the classroom. Tokido-san wasn't in her classroom. I turned to go back, she was behind me. Did you need me for something? My heart leaped in my chest. When did she get this beautiful? No, it's the world that's changed. Oh, hang on. Hang on, there's a bit of a problem here. Give me a second, and we're good. Into a world where she's the most beautiful person in it. Well, I smiled bitterly to myself when I realized how serious my love sickness was. Yeah. Whoops. I was looking for someone. In my class? Well, I was looking for you. Said it without thinking about the consequences. So you do need me for something. What's going on? Think, you don't plan to make the most of our time. Right, I wanted to ask you to spend lunch with me. Why? Do I need a reason for that? You don't have one? Well, honestly, you don't seem to have a circle of friends. What of it? At the very least, I want you to get along with me, your partner. Isn't it usually the opposite? You're my partner behind the scenes, so it'd be dumb for us to be together like this in the open. It's almost like you're telling me to tell everyone on campus that we are partners. We should each do our own things during the day. We've already But we've already been found out by the Darkness executives. There's no point in hiding it. Well, that is true. On the other hand, what's the point of being together? Is there some meaning to it? There's a question like this. Should she always live completely alone? Let's hang out. I've blurted it out. Trying to pull me away from my espionage work again. Well, yeah. You know, if I had time to play, I might as well spend it on gathering intel, training, or any of the 1,000 other productive things I could come up with. No way. Why? Why must only you do that kind of thing? Surprised even myself. Why did I think of that was so unreasonable, and why was I angry about it? Why can't you be more like a normal girl and talk about TV shows with other girls? Why can't you get a boyfriend and go on dates? What came out was my real motive. In a state of shock, I was gasping at me. I can't afford to miss this chance. Let's go. Forcefully took her by the hand. Hey, where are we going? Nowhere. Then what's with the hand? Still holding her hand. Okay, I'll let go. You stood there awkwardly. Can I go back? If you want to. If I don't, it might be boring. But I'll do my best to find something fun to talk about. I feel sorry for you. You don't have to. When I'm with you, I'm panicked not knowing whether or not I should say the rest or not. Alright, let's see. Say it! When I'm with you, that's enough to make me happy. I said it. I told her. She looked horrified. I knew it was too soon. That kind of thing makes you happy? Yeah, of course. Because I love you. She looked even more horrified. What the? This is my first time. Wait a second. I'll wait forever. Well? What do you mean, well? I have no idea what's well. What is this pain in my chest? What's the deal with you? Tokido-san seemed very shaken. Could that be just maybe that she too? I couldn't help but hope. I prayed for the miracle that the world would have changed inside her too. I don't feel good. You're overthinking it. I'm gonna collapse from thinking too hard. You can stop thinking about it. Is that some kind of world still far too early for us? If so, just have to give it my all, till I'm #1 in her world. Break time! I got time, so maybe I'll look for Tokido-san. Definitely not in her class. Could she be watching me from somewhere? Tokido-san! I yelled. Tokido-san! I yelled for her, but not caring where I was. Tokido-san! She wasn't showing up. The bell rang. Class is starting. I'll be going back to her own seat now. I wasted my time like an idiot. It was lunch break. It doesn't matter what I do here, I don't think. Yep, no matter. She's at Kyosuke. If only Tokido-san was part of the group too. The world she lived in and our daily lives were lines that never crossed. The thought made me sad. Not interested right now. Focus on practice. After having dinner, I waited for the usual contact from Tokido-san. I didn't receive any messages from her. I was worried and texted her, but I didn't get a reply. Suppose I would go do the usual meeting place for the time being. I left my room. She was there. Huh, what are you doing? I asked. I don't know. Ha! We cast her down her eyes. Are we not going today? Of course we are going, but that's my duty alone. It's not true. I'm happy to just being with you. Gigigoboe. Wow, a girl shouldn't let out such an ominous sound. It's your fault. Anyone would want to go make that noise. No, anyone normal wouldn't say that. You say something too. How about... I wouldn't say such a creepy thing. Whatever, I'm leaving. If you want to tag along, go ahead. She said feverishly and walked off. I quickly chased after her, wondering how she would react if I held her hand. Let's see, whoops. Looks like it doesn't matter. Let's hold her hand. I had to try it. Grab. Ah! She spun her body like a like a figure skater to avoid my hand. What are you doing? Sorry, calm down. Also, I don't think you should say unga. I didn't want to, you made me say it. Tokido-san was acting funny, as though she had a screw loose. I knew I was responsible for her behavior, but I couldn't help thinking it was cute how innocent she was. I seemed to have completely fallen for this girl. I'm gonna pull the pyramid together. If you want to help, go right ahead. So basically you're saying you want to build it together. Stop nitpicking. Are you alright? Things get so complicated because of you. Would it be better if I wasn't here? I was worried she had come to dislike me. It'd be troublesome if you were not here, because you need someone to do the intellectual work. There's that too, but I wanted to hear the words that came after that, but I wanted her to realize her own feelings. Unga. So it was Unga? What's wrong with me? Should we rest for today? You can't fight like that, can you? I'll fight no matter what. In fact, I wanted to shoot something right now to shake this weird feeling. Ah, I see. We get working on the pyramid in silence, pressed by each other and their shoulders touched. Yeah! The thump she fell over, still holding a desk in her hands. Hey, are you alright? Hey, because I was thinking about you, of course I'd be surprised when I bumped into you, right? Don't you understand that much? Wasn't sure what made her so angry, but she was thinking of me. That made me happy. And didn't you go around yelling my name during lunch? That's what I was thinking about. Huh? I was just searching for you. You can meet like this at night, right? What are you thinking? You're interfering with our espionage activities. Just wanted to meet you outside those activities. What's that? Do you like me or something? I think I already told you I do. Uga. She writhed there. And then she bumped into the stack of tables, which came tumbling down. Wah! She was right underneath them. We moved aside the chairs and tables and drew her out of there. Are you hurt? Are you alright? What are you playing around for? Hurry up and fix it already. Don't crash into it again, okay? Sorry, I'll get right on it. After spending twice as much time on it as usual, the door to the underground labyrinth opened. So now what? You're diving deeper underground, right? That's right, I knew that. Isn't it obvious? Thunk. I had to crouch when she was going through the opening, whacking her head on the wall as a result. Whoa, are you alright? Hokido sounds totally out of it. Hurry up and go already. She waved away my concerns and went down. Descended to the floor below. Basement 1. Basement 2. Basement 3. Basement 4. Damn it! Just when I was wondering what's wrong, the contraption on the 4th floor, the mixed bath had returned. I forgot to make sure the contraption didn't reset. Wah! Well, calm down. How can I calm down? I have to act cool and calm in front of the guy who said he likes me, and like hell I can take a bath with him. Alright. Saliva's flying all over the place. Wait, she was only acting cool. Maybe she's not really upset. Could she actually have felt quite happy? Even someone who was naturally pessimistic like me would get his hopes up. Just as I thought, she took out a knife. What are you doing? Opening it by force. She went down into the bath with a splash. It's impossible, you'll drown. It's better than getting naked. She said that, then holding the knife in her mouth, dove under. Whoosh! Both of us fell down into the floor below, soaking wet. Really open it with brute force? Foo-foo. At this rate, it seems we can go all the way to the bottom floor within the day. Who wants to get cut up next? Normally use guns, right? Basement 5. Basement 6. Basement 7. Oh, crap. Oh. No. No. 100% no. I gotta save a lot, I guess, once again. Oh, no. Oh, I saved it all the way here. That's a nightmare. Leave him be. Yep. Oops. That's so annoying, guys. That's so annoying. Read carefully. Could Kyosuke going out. Masato. Continue practicing. It was Say It, right? Yep, it was Say It. Backyard. Kyosuke, he's injured. Hold her hand. Oh, I forgot to save it. Fudge! What the flip is wrong with this minigame? Okay, gotta do it again now. I gotta actually save it. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Load again. This sucks. This part sucks. I don't like that little gun mini game. Read carefully. Could Masato continue? Say it. Backyard. Poor Kengo. So he's breaking his arm now. Okay, there we go. Save! Yay! Yep, good minigame. Good minigame. A good minigame this is, yes! Load the game again. At least we're here now. Alright, we'll save here. We're a little bit closer now. Jesus Christ. That's done now, thank God. Oh, that was awful. Pulled through the tape. We pulled through thanks to me, but hey, can I ask something? No. I know what you want to say, but I forgot to reload, so while you were firing away with something that triggered at your gun. Such a joke. Don't you think it's a joke? Yeah, that's right. Or the Sixth Sense best ever joke. You rolled a little joke, right? Or you think I'm a complete joke? Whatever you want. Come on, I don't hear you laughing. Just calm down first. What kind of spy gets so flustered then that she needs a normal person to calm her down? This is hysterical. No, no, no. You sure like that? No, no, no. Hokido-san was broken. Let's return for today. Took her arm. Hey, you touched me. But you take responsibility. I'm a virgin. You have to take responsibility to lay hands on a burden, you know? Pretty big revelation. What touched you, so let's go back. Why? You are not normal. That's right. I'm not normal like you guys. In a sense, I'm special. I'm not talking about that. I made you freak out. In what way? How did we get to the point where I was the one pressing this? Trying to escape me way too hard. In order to calm her down, I had to, well, get one thing straight. Doesn't need to be in everything, even if a little. Want to confirm her true feelings. Let's peek a little through the door into that world. Right now, I don't have the courage to look at anything. Listen carefully, I'm being serious. The reason why you are not being normal is because I confess my feelings to you. I like you. Gigago! Stop right there. Want to hear your answer, not Gigagabo or Unga. What? I said that I like you. I want to know how you felt about it. I, hon, hate oo. Those were not words, and she had tears in her eyes. Can you say it one more time? I hate you. I hate you? You don't hate me? She nodded her head up and down. Felt a weight fall off my shoulders. A confession came out of the blue, but she didn't hate me. Would be alright to be with her from now on, too. Okay, now that crap is done. Nope, not on that one. On this one. On we go. You can turn on the light. Again, I'm just gonna keep on saving the game. Can turn on the light. Oh boy, there's a lot of doors here, a lot of different paths. Oh, I went back there again. Roar. Eat shoot! I did it perfectly. The button prompts don't always work. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So I have to save, I guess, at the front, guys. I have to save right at the front of the door. I should have done easy mode, to be honest. I should have done easy mode with the combat.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I hit that one perfectly, but yeah, that one didn't work for some reason. Yeah, good minigame. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Bowels.
Oh my god. Another one done. Another one bites dust. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Nothing here. No thing here. Gotta save it each and every one now. Gotta save it every single one. Shit. Seriously. Yep, I gotta wait. Gotta wait for that entire thing. So fun. So fun. Okay, we did it finally. Hey, we made it back to that section or whatever. Alright, let's save the game again. Alright, how long will this take now? Wow. Perfect! Save after it so we don't have to do it again. And we're good to go. Save again. That's we're getting into the rhythm now, guys. Into the rhythm. It's safe. Good. Good. Will this room be safe? Let's take a look. Nope. Not safe. All of them now. All of them. every single one of them. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's that door. I just want to explore. It's completely empty. Oh, there's 2 more doors, I think. Hopefully they are empty. No enemies, no traps. Okay, I've been everywhere, so what the F? Okay, let's see. Fill out the map, then go back to the starting room. Yeah. Oh, I already traveled all over this floor. There are no closed rooms. That's right. What do you think? Something new? I think this whole floor is part of it. Right, I think so too. After reaching this point, we finally got serious. Right. Follow the arrows on the map and walk in the shape of a... What? Try to touch her arm. Touch her. Yeah, I'm a virgin. It's your responsibility. Responsibility for what? She was still flustered. Let's check out the floor, ceiling, and walls one more time. What was the starting room? It was over here. Walk in the shape of a happy face? Why did this person put an emo in the guide? Didn't notice, but there's something. Tokido-san kneeled at the entrance of the room and said that. I came over. I think it's supposed to emit light, but as it isn't functioning at the moment, raise my hand in front of it. Look, there are more in the passageway. There's sensors everywhere on this floor. Try patting her head. Yeah, you are disrupting me. Are you playing around and having fun? What do you laugh at that? Hey, I have fully giving you a pat on the head. Something could happen if you pat me. When I become smarter, are you saying I'm an idiot? Why don't you say I'm an idiot? Do it then. Nothing includes idiot. Forgive me. So we thought all the other pathways and rooms also had them too. I had to turn them on first. That's right. Let's go back to where we started. There's probably a switch there. There was a button on the wall at the same height you would find a light switch. Right above it was a plate that said Go 8. There really was a switch. Hard to believe we didn't notice it the first time around. Could we be meant to push this to go to the 8th floor? That's right. If we push this, the floor sensors will turn on. They'll record the path we take. We have to go through every area without passing through any more than once. If we do it, it's game over. Our trap will be activated. I see. If that was the case, we should decide on a route first. I'm still getting my hand-drawn map. Well, okay, if we start here. Oh boy. This is going to be brutal, guys. Follow the path while pressing on the flat wall. You're okay to pass the intersections any number of times, right? Meant to be like 7 bridges of Königsberg, then sure. Alright, should be able to get through if we go with this. Are you done? Yeah. Then let's go 8. Let's turn red and run horizontally across the room like laser beams. If our feet touch those beams, we'll be kicked out of the room. Oh, come on. I hate puzzles like this. Alright, this is gonna be bad, guys. Did we lose already, I wonder? Oh, did I mention that I hate puzzles like this? Maybe those don't count or something? Alright, we made it. We passed the laser in the last room. Waited for the now familiar sound. What was that sound just now? It wasn't the usual clunk sound. Guess we made a mistake. Whoa. Mummy was back. This time instead of a paper fan, it was holding a bat. This is bad. Can I shoot him? This is punishment for getting it wrong. Why don't you accept it with dignity? Why me? I think he's telling me to stick out my butt. Walking around behind me and hit me in the butt before I could brace myself. Ow! Kept in the spot. Hold on. Let me once again hit the room. Left room, not looking nothing. Putting my butt though was a trap. In the head. Are you alright? The mental damage was pretty serious. It was really humiliating. Great for me. I'm a girl after all. Uncourteous mummy. Who the hell was that? Don't tell me it was done for a living. When it's a dream done, maybe he's found his. And a gig and was like, man, they made the best mummy ever. How'd he get down here? Painful, frustrating. Make a good point. Trap on the upper levels. Take a little break for now. Puzzle on this floor was ridiculously silly. There's something in light with this light-hearted one. Hey, Tokido-san. Yeah? Call me by your first name, Saya? Huh? Huh? Guess I should use an honorific Saya-san. Saya-chan or Sa-chan? I don't think it's the best time to discuss this. Then just Saya. I'm calling you Tokido-san, which is 4 syllables, and Saya's only 2. This is more efficient. Don't make it an issue of efficiency. I'll call you Saya because I like you. Fudge. Yeah! She ran away as fast as she could while screaming. These were pretty peaceful for a battlefield. After a while, she came back breathing raggedly. So much for taking a break. Why do you have to call me by my first name? Do I have to start from the beginning again? Stop it. Okay, Saya. Ah! Don't make that sound. It's your fault. Ah, jeez, I've never been called by my first name by a boy. If I'm called that, I'll go nuts. I'll be able to focus on my calculations and my aim will be shaky. Tokido-san has been like that all day, though. Hope you'll get used to it. Why are you putting me through this? Because I want to get closer to you. Close to me, but I'm a spy. And with the spy for crying out loud. Expect me to go easy on you because you're my partner. Shall I kill you? How about taking advantage of the special offer by getting killed by me? Rather not take advantage of that offer. But my feelings for you are true. Really liked her. Confirm my own feelings. I like the Saya Tokido appeared to be ruthless and calculating, but was in fact innocent and delightfully clumsy. I've embarrassed myself countless times in front of you, only because you were trying really hard. She seemed to have mixed feelings about this. Riki-kun, speaking and fell completely silent. More importantly, what are we doing getting all serious in a place like this? Okay, break is over. Now go get this puzzle figured out. Hurry up, no time to lose. That is it, coming back to Earth. What should I call you? I'll meet you halfway. Go with Saya-san. Understood, Saya-san. Come on, go figure it out. I'm on it. Think. Passing weight room once was not a good idea. Not passing through all the rooms, but some sort of them. Not a bad idea. Path should you trace? Should be a hint somewhere. There's always been a one so far. Focus on only the words on this floor. It's about the button. Go 8. Trace the number 8. The answer came to me easily. Wish I could always think so clearly. Once again, I placed the hand-drawn map on the wall and charted the route. How's it going, Riki-kun? Operation's okay, we can leave anytime, Saya-san. Right, let's go 8. I hate puzzles, though. I hate puzzles. No. No puzzles. Why are there puzzles in a visual novel? Like this? But what about the outer rooms, though? There's 8. Usual sound. Okay, Jesus. I was right. Nice one, Riki. So proud of you. For some reason, she was really excited. Okay. That sucked. This sucks. Eat! I hate this so much. Oh my god. Now I gotta go through it again. I gotta go through all of that again. Yay! Good game, guys. I forgot to say it again. Good for me. Cool. Yep, I hit them perfectly, and it doesn't do it. What are these janky controls? Game creators, fix your game. Now I gotta do it again. Yeah, I have to lower the score of this game for this god-awful shooty combat minigame thing. It's bad. It's pretty dang bad. It's really, really, really bad. Okay, save game. I fuck these game creators right now, seriously. Alright, just gotta do it again now. So fun. I hit it perfectly. I hit it perfectly. I hit the 3 perfectly when it was on the 3. But the game was like,
No, you didn't. No, you didn't hit it perfectly. Nope. You missed, even though it was dead center and perfect. Good job.
maybe just stick to visual novel making. Don't make an actual game. You guys don't know what fun is when it comes to a good combat system. Alright, is this another combat door? Yay, how long will this take? It's so bad. It's so bad. Yep, gotta watch it all over again. So fun. So fun. Whatever, I don't care. I don't know what to say right now. I'm just stunned right now at how bad this combat is. Hey, really don't know what I should do. What? But how to respond toward Riki-kun's feelings? Oh, fell silent. Couldn't tell her that she was probably in love with me as well. But I could drop a hint. No, that would be manipulating her. I couldn't come up with an answer for her. To be honest with you, I really don't know how to deal with things like that. I felt happy, but I don't know what to do. She really didn't know about love. She was already working as a killer since a tender age. She has been living a strange life that was far more cruel than I could imagine, as if it were normal. She hadn't known the feeling called love. I actually want you to call me just Saya, but I don't because it's embarrassing. What is this nonsense feeling? Only if she were a normal student. Would have liked to tell her there's still time. But she'd be gone once her mission was completed. Gone from this school. I was powerless to change that. This decision was made somewhere far away, and I had no say in it. Pathetically powerless. Now I find this stupidity of normal life lovable. As long as she is there. Hey, if. Just if. Yeah? If once this mission ends, at the time I'm still in this school, you go on a date with me? Can I? Well, only if I feel like it. I was disappointed with her vague answer, but still couldn't help smiling. Date, such an old word, but what was this fresh resonance it had? To me, it was like a precious gem lighting up my world. That's nice. You know what's not nice, though? This thing that we're about to do here. Good game. Good fun minigame. Good fun minigame. Exciting. Amazing. Just so fun. Yeah, you can tell I'm having fun with that shoot game. It's very, very fun. Okay, that is another one that is gone forever. Oh, another one. Oh, great. Thank God. Perfect, perfect, perfect. As you're regaining your composure, Saya-san's fighting skills return to normal. It's become a war of attrition. This is strange. This floor is swarming with enemies. We should be almost there. Maybe the next floor is the final one? I hope so. I hope so too. I want this crap to be done. Probably another room with enemies. Yep. All of them again. All of them again, guys. Alright, moving on. Dead end. Save again. Rar, let's go. Good. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Gotta save after every single door. Every door's a death trap now. Good minigame. Good combat. Very fun. Very, very fun. Very cool.
Yep, I did it perfectly. My game was like, no, bro, can't have you do it right.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate these people that made the game, that made this battle thing. I hate them. Do I hate them. I hit him perfectly. Hey, Meister Popcorn, how you doing today? I'm kind of suffering right now. I'm playing a very, very bad minigame right now in this game. But how are you? It's not helping that I'm getting more frustrated as I play it either. But yeah, how are you today? I hope you're doing good. Hope you're surviving and all that. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. You're doing good. That's good. Okay. done. Another one done forever. There's something. What is? Saya-san approached the wall. I guess it wasn't an enemy. It's an elevator. Hang on a minute. Okay. Certainly, there was a faint shining light ahead. An elevator? Eh? I shone the light in front of her where she's looking. It certainly was an elevator, but probably due to an earthquake its door was bent. You could look through that small gap, but the doors wouldn't open or close anymore. What is this? She haphazardly pressed the button and hit the door. There seemed to be electricity, but the elevator didn't make a sound. What's wrong? What's this? Why is this here? What are you talking about? What's so strange about it? Despite being taken aback by her flustered look, I grabbed her arm and asked her, "This is broken." "Yeah, I don't think we can get it to work." The look of it, it hadn't been used in forever. How was Saya-chan so upset over it? I shone the lights around to try to look at for more details. Top of the elevator, there was a panel showing the destination floor. I looked at it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21. 60. Numbers continued like a nightmare. It's not supposed to be this deep. Saya-san, you knew which is the bottom floor? I didn't know, but isn't it strange for it to be this deep? I think it's abnormal, but I expect as much from this maze, no? Maybe I've become too used to these things, but I wasn't as surprised as her. Normally, she would scoff it up by saying, "Oh, the irony was just the beginning," but she looked genuinely shocked. She herself looked like an outsmarted darkness executive now. If it's this deep, there should be an elevator somewhere else, too. It's not necessary. They're just shadows. They can fly from one shadow to another. But don't they need one to move their real body? Perhaps my words didn't reach her, as she said nothing as she bit her lower lip. What do we do? Call it a day? Keep going? Hey, Saya-san. I placed my hand on her shoulders, but she was still looking at somewhere far away. Let's go back, I said, pulling her arm. I pulled her out of the underground maze in that state. 60 floors underground. I can understand her shock. Just when will our battle finally end? When will she be released from her mission? Because of that, we would spend more time together. Might have been inappropriate to think of it like that. After all, she was putting her life on the line, and so was I. You need to stop being so naive, or I would end up regretting it one day. Renewed my decision to fight alongside her. It was dawn. Felt like I'd been thinking about Saya-chan forever, and about the underground labyrinth that no longer seemed as much as a nuisance. Morning! Also, my love sickness, I couldn't get into it. Kengo wins by a landslide. Me neither, but thank you. Yosuke and Kengo shook hands for some reason. So tell me what happened. I fully agreed, but I couldn't say it. Couldn't talk more, so I went back to my seat and got ready for class. What was I sighing? Getting caught up in something complicated again. Couldn't think about anything but Saya-san. Sorry, Rin, I don't feel well. I'm gonna stay here. What was that? This is important. You're heartless, Riki. Demon. It's fine. Say what you want. They finally left. The empty classroom was rather quiet. I started thinking about Saya-san again. I'll go to the cafeteria. Maybe I'll be able to see Saya-san again. There she was. Heart almost leaped out of my chest. Saya-san was leaning against the wall, watching some commotion in the distance. The world shines so brightly, just illuminated by her presence. How hard have I fallen for her? Surprised even myself. Our eyes met. When they did, she grunted and turned away. I remembered that we had a bout here. What was that? Or when was that? It was probably pretty recent, but it felt like forever ago. That was fun. I think it was the first time we had just hung out together. She'd probably call it training. Walked over to her. Hello, Saya-san. Decided to ignore me. Saya-san? I went around her and said it to her face. Oh, if it isn't Riki-kun, what's up? Were you waiting? Huh? Who was waiting for who? You were waiting for me. Am I wrong? She cocked her head. Well, maybe. It was hard for her to admit it. I didn't think I'd get to hear her say that. I was genuinely happy, enough to clench my fists. Yeah, it might be good training. Okay. She's been waiting for the whole time. Since that day. Decided to start the game again. I think there's a new item for sale. There is, that's why it's so busy. Okay, let's start. Game start. This time I said it and dove into the crowd first. You're late. She beat me in speed again, but the contest is about content, so I don't care. She already laid her breads out on the table in front of me. You too, Riki-kun. Didn't have the new one this time either, but I only had savory breads and sandwiches, so my points should be high. Beef curry, pizza, and chicken sandwich. Heh, not bad. How's that line up? The sound of it, it's a pretty high class lunch for a student. 11 points. It's lower than before? I don't understand the scoring system. Tell me the breakdown. And I have... Okay, this is the new flavor. I also have tuna French bread. These two are worth 16 points. I win. Was it even higher than before? I don't understand, but I'm playing by your rules, so there's no way to win. What's the new flavor? Fermented carp sushi pie. Was taken aback and spit went flying again. That's rare. Putting fermented carp sushi into a pie. It's acting weird, like she discovered one of her mistakes again. I can't eat fermented carp sushi. Was it something she didn't like? Fermented carp sushi was definitely something you either liked or hated. I was fine with it, so I made a suggestion. You should trade with me. If I do that, then you'll have more than 20 points and it'll be a total reversal. The 3 flavors seem to have really low value. Even if you don't eat it, you can still keep your points, right? Well, what should I do with it? Give it to a friend? Like I said, if I do that, my points will fall to just the 6 that the tuna French bread is worth. The tuna French bread is worth that much. With just those 2, it's enough to beat my 3 flavors. Well, I guess you just have to do your best to eat it. Yeah, I'm opening it. Crisply open the package. Well, that might be impossible. She looked like she was going to throw up from just the smell. Well, you win again this time. Isn't it fine saying you won based on what you got? Isn't bread for eating? She was so stubborn when it comes to things like this, it would be pointless to argue. Well, okay, that means I win. Tell me what it is, my punishment. Are your malicious intentions on me right now? Okay, eat the fermented carp sushi. Sorry, I can't. About Saya-san gave up. What a terrifying sushi. Never mind the punishment. We're running out of time to eat. Trade me the sushi one for the chicken sandwich. Alright, reversal. No, the game is already over. She's a really fun person. Fallen for her again. Really love her. Hope that someday we can have peaceful days together without the fighting. Recess time. Stay spaced out and stared at the sky outside the window. Didn't feel like doing anything. Wanted to see Saya-san as soon as possible. All I could think about. Alright, time for practice. Let's go, Riki. And she should too. If that wish came true, I'd be unbelievably happy. In the end, that wish was nothing more than my selfishness. Grip the handle of the bat. Interested right now, focus on practice. To the club room before everyone else. Put the bat and gloves back and left before everyone arrived. Of course, everyone in the little bus just were my irreplaceable friends, but now Saya-san was just as irreplaceable to me. It's all I can see right now. Sorry, everyone. Gathered after nightfall as usual. She was so energetic at lunch, but now she's depressed like last night. Must do her part too, till she's back in form. That's my job as her partner. Saya, let's go. Called out and pulled her hand, in order to strengthen my heart to protect her. Thump the moment we descended into the underground. Better save it. Bam, bam, Saya started firing her gun. On the floor. Just as she told me, the enemy was there. But not to get in her way, I stayed still until the fight was over. It's a fight longer than any thus far. The moment silence finally returned, I heard Saya's ragged breath instead of gunshots. Is it alright now? Yeah. What's wrong? Can I turn the lights on? Yeah. Enemies' uniforms were scattered about. Even though the battle lasted a while, there were fewer enemies than I expected. The enemy might have come back to the other rooms as well. Was all our work for nothing? This is the worst. Yeah, can't even cheer her up. It's fine, we have the map, let's work hard. Turn off the light. Could only wait until her fighting spirit would return to her. So I appeared anxious and impatient the entire time we battled our way through. This is strange. Take cover. Hold my hand and we dashed out of the room. What's wrong? You gonna take out the enemies? One shot didn't work. Didn't disappear unless shot twice. You're saying you have to shoot twice as much? I asked, fearing the answer. That's right, but why? Why did they get stronger? I think because we reached the 8th floor. They're taking us more seriously now, unfortunately for us. Hazard a guess. Seriously? Is that what they're capable of? That's what I think, at least. A trained professional like her doesn't know what's going on. How good would my guess be? Moreover, the strangest part was her reaction. Ever since the battle the previous day, she had been distraught. Something wrong? Been acting weird for a while. Foo-foo. released a self-mocking laugh. But unlike her usual self-mocking laugh, it was actually filled with scorn for herself. They're serious, huh? Okay, bring it on. Let her save again, in case there's another. At that point, perhaps something changed within her. She clenched a gun in her both hands and showed her resolve to fight to the death. No matter how many bullets we have, they wouldn't be enough. We're almost to the 8th floor. What should we do? We have the energy to keep going. If it's one more floor, I should be okay. Same here. Let's go. Oh no, twice in the direction? Oh, cool! Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Worse combat now. Riki, it's not helping that you're screaming like a girl when you're being attacked. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Alright. Now I gotta remember where the door was. Can I go this way, maybe? I'm gonna try to avoid as many doors as I possibly can. Nope, I'm surrounded by doors. That sucks. Thank God. I can't wait for the moment where I have to shoot each enemy like 4 times or something. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be fun if I had to shoot for them 4 times? Really? Really? I shot 11 even though the cursor was on 10. Good game. I hope you're watching, game designers. I hope you're watching. Maybe fix it a little bit, you know? Yep. Yep. Yeah. 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 Maybe make the little things bigger. Maybe make the panels bigger. Nope, not that one. Make the panels bigger. Make them bigger. I hate it. I hate it so much. I want this she done so badly. I hate this so much right now. What the fudge is this crappy game? Oh my god. It's so bad, guys. It's so bad. I hit it twice and nothing. It was on it. It was on it, and it didn't work. I was on it perfectly. I was on it perfectly. And the game was like,
No, you missed. The cursor was on it perfectly, but you still missed. Have fun, dickbag.
Let's see that. It's the end of that garbage. Nope, avoid. Oh, I gotta do another one. Yay. How entertaining, how fun. Yep. It was on 10 and 11 exploded there. It was on 10 and 11 exploded. Good game design. Did anyone beta test this minigame? Did anyone test this minigame at all? I don't think a single person did. No one did. Not a single person. Yep. Play the footage back. Play the footage back, and you will see that it was perfectly on 4. But the game decided, nah, no, it's not perfectly on 4. Awful people who made this minigame. Awful people. Oh my god. I just want this crap over with. Please say that's the last one. We got to the elevator. This is fake. He tore at the display on the steel panel. That breeze fell onto my head. Did I do it right? Let me see. Go through this floor twice, but it's the same both times. What is it? There's no way there's an underground maze that's 60 floors deep. What if there is? What if that is still an unsolved mystery? What was that creepy voice? Was someone there? I pointed the light in the direction of the voice. Well, I praise you for coming this far. What was with this guy? It was strange for a student to be here, and the mask covering his face, just as if this were a manga. Who are you? I mustered my courage and asked. Head of the Darkness Executives, Shun Tokikaze. Head of the Darkness Executives? Certainly it made sense for him to be here, and that would explain his unusual appearance. Still, such a big guy to have shown up now. Of course he was strong. How else would he command those creepy things? Does he have some kind of weapon, or some sort of mysterious power? We stand a chance against him? Just in case he does something... Yeah. Thoughts were racing. Calm down. What was my objective? To defeat this guy? No, it was to work with Saya to get to the hidden treasure inside this maze. The guy in front of me tried to stop me, then we would have no choice but to fight him. In the end, I would have to fight. I hardened my heart and readied the gun. Impressive. Really looked the part. Should I shoot him? Looks like it doesn't matter. Try shoot, I guess. Pull the trigger. Bang. Should have had him in my sights, but he stood there with a cool face. You can shoot even a human. You have some nerve. That's right. This guy was not one of the shadows we fought until now, but a real living human. It was good that the bullet seemed to miss. It didn't hit even at this distance. I had a bad feeling. I was wrecked with indecision. I could only turn back to Saya. Riki-kun. Saya whispered quietly toward me. Someday, I'll take you on a date, so just wait. She said it so naturally. Yeah, I'll be waiting. I promised her right away. The wind blew. Wind was rising up around her. Dad! ferocious voice. Gunshots one after another, far away, disappearing. A long silence. I couldn't hear a sound. I had a feeling that I was left behind alone in this underground maze. Just as she was instructed, I kept on waiting. But no matter how long I waited, nothing was going to change. Let's go. Turned on the flashlight and started to search for Saya. I find the mummy. I'm definitely gonna make him spill the beans this time. Whoops. Another dead end ahead. Not here. Where next? Not here. Next. Not here. This floor was large. Whoops, it was strange that I wouldn't find her immediately. Or it wasn't strange. Not here. Saya, where are you? Not here. Is she hiding? Oh, don't make me go through doors. Please. Not here. Should have found her by now. Not here. Was she moving around? Oh. That wasn't right, is it? Not here. Saya. Saya, come out already. Oh, wait. Hey, Saya! Saya! Uh-oh. When I came to, I found myself in the classroom. The sunlight shining in through the windows was too bright. It was already morning, and the door opened with a screeching sound. Saya? The one who entered the classroom was the teacher. Oh, goodness! They built in another one even though we prohibited it. Must be aliens. They get someone to clean this up again. I was looking at the pyramid built with the chairs and tables. I quickly left the classroom and entered the hallway through the back door. Saya wasn't there. Even though we'd been together the whole time. But I feel as if a hole had been opened inside my chest. Won't come back here anymore. That's what I felt in my heart. Ask Kyosuke for help? Not yet. I couldn't be sure Rin was out of danger yet. And Masato. Look for Saya together. Foo-foo. Alright, my muscles have also woken up. Sorry for waking you. What, my muscles are saying they don't mind? I'm saying it too. Don't mind. Okay, you want to build a pyramid here? Yeah, let's use the chairs and tables here and the room next door. What's up, you two? Kengo was looking in through the entrance. What kind of a prank are you pulling so early in the morning? I can't just let it go. Well, this may sound like a joke, but I'm serious. You are saying strange things. If you are serious, I'll lend you a hand. Thanks, you're a real help. This is really not a prank. Kengo was inside holding a desk in his hands. I'm looking for somebody, and unless I build a pyramid here, I can't find her. Won't pry any further. Masato, catch this. Okay, got it. They moved desks and chairs around like they weighed more than a ball. Those two really were reliable. Well, it's several times faster than what I did with Saya. It's quite a spectacle. What's the meaning of this? Some kind of message? Well, just wait and see. I walked to the back of the classroom and put my hands on the hanging blackboard. Was it moving? What's wrong? No way. Help me out a little. There's an entrance behind this. There's what? I'm not lying, Masato. Put those muscles to work. They say that these guys can't just stand well. Masato reached out to the blackboard with his thick arm. Became even thicker once he put his full strength into it. Crack. It's not the blackboard, but the frame is getting cracked. Is it alright? What's wrong, Riki? My thoughts stopped. This was strange. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Should have opened easily, but it was starting to break under Masato's superhuman strength. Perhaps the balance was off because of the way we built the pyramid. I crawled along the floor checking if it were perfectly level, but it was not only perfectly level, the depression in the floor was missing. In other words, the floor was not sinking. Then what we did was pointless. No way. What are you searching for? It was as if I'd been dreaming the entire time and finally woke up. But if you think about it, who could possibly design a floor that sinks in? Hide the entrance to the underground maze behind the blackboard? Was I having such childish delusions this whole time? Did I take all of this seriously? What a joke. And what about Saya? Saya should be the underground maze, but the underground maze had disappeared. Then where should I search for her? What's going on, you? What? You've been found out by the teacher. It was you who built the pyramid every night. What? No, that's wrong. There's a reason for this, right, Riki? There's one, right? What reason would you have to use the school equipment to build a pyramid here, you fools? It's an argument no matter how you look at it. I have no response. I don't think we can get away with saying we had to build a pyramid for our workout. Oh, just stand there, hurry up and put it back right. Put it back right now. What should we do, Riki? Understood. Let's put it back. Answered while hanging my head. Saya, did you really exist? Did you disappear along with the maze? If you were both an illusion, was everything just my imagination? No, the teacher just confirmed it. Every day that a pyramid was built here. That was Saya and I. I had to look for her. Went to Saya's class. Stopped a girl and asked her. There's a Saya Tokido in this class, right? It seems she didn't hear me. Saya Tokido. Pronounce her name for family and first name separately. Saya Tokido? Why was she taking so long to consider it? There's a girl named Saya, but I don't know any Tokido. That's Saya. Where is she?
Kya?
Knowingly grabbed her shoulder, startling her. I'm sorry. I'm looking for that girl named Saya. It's that person over there. She moved back, pointing at the seat by the window. Their blood and appearance were completely different. It was somebody else. Is she the wrong person? Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Said thanks and left the place. Went to class, but my mind was elsewhere. I was only thinking about Saya. The only place left was the cafeteria during lunchtime. She will come. She'll make me play a game again. It was finally lunchtime. She'll be waiting there. I headed to the cafeteria, believing that. Perhaps there was something new on the menu, since it was more crowded than usual. Nearby, where she always stood, I moved my eyes there. No, she was not there. No one was there. No matter how long I waited, Saya did not appear. What's wrong? Lunch break is already over, you know. The one who called me was the lady working at the cafeteria. You don't want to go to class? I shook my head. Could it be? Bullying? No, I shook my head. Ooh. Then it must be unrequited love. I see. Maybe she was right. There are good and bad things in life. You are still young. There are lots of good things still waiting for you. I was miserable. Then we'll be going, but I'll leave this here. Eat up and feel better. Helen returned. I had no mother. Either she couldn't keep up with my father or she died. Father was a doctor. He treated people in devastated countries. He was the ideal passionate doctor. I don't know if that was good for me or not. Wasn't close to anyone but him and would do little but cling to his coat sleeves. They were old memories I had of when I first started to understand the world around me. From the window of the plane, I saw what looked like faded white snow stretching out below the blue sky. When we landed, it turned out to be a country full of scorching heat and vast deserts. The clinic was a shabby hut with nothing but a roof. I was 4 years old and would spend my days sitting quietly in the corner of that room. Day after day, babies, children, and mothers would die of malnutrition and infectious diseases. Surrounded by savage doctors, all I could do was not get in my father's way. After my father achieved a measure of success, we would move on to the next country. Not being able to speak with the local language, it was difficult for me to make friends with the little time we had. I could have mustered the courage to play with the other kids, but I would soon leave them anyway. On top of that, public order was non-existent, and kidnapping was always a danger. If I got too close, I would only lead to heartache, so I intentionally kept my distance. I would just sit there surrounded by the few medical instruments, patiently waiting for my father to finish work. Occasionally, another doctor would come to help my father. Few people came from places like Europe, America, and Japan. Naturally, being surrounded by so many doctors and nurses, I picked up a few things. When I think back on those times, I smile even now. Japanese, English, French, and local languages were all mixed together in a discern which I was speaking. While I was mixing English and French, I also threw in Japanese when reporting to my dad. Actually, my father took the time to teach me proper Japanese. It became my native tongue. There were still languages that I didn't know, though, like the local ones for starters. One would translate into English, but I'd struggle with that too. Words are often remembered by associating them with real things, so it felt like I was searching for something that I did not know. Even now, I remember when the adult faces which were always smiling would frown over a single question. Hey, what does friend mean? Where can I find one? Hey, tell me, hey. When I asked that, a big bear-like doctor with a beard hugged me tightly. Here's your friend, sweetheart. I was confused and responded falteringly. Why do you cry? Do you have a stomach ache? For me, my friends were my father's colleagues and patients. And I learned a new word, something called school. It was somewhere people went. When I asked what it was, I was told it was where kids of similar age were brought together to learn and play. There would be lots of kids my age. I could play with them. With just that, my imagination ran wild. However, I rarely got to go. There weren't many schools in political unstable countries, and my father didn't seem to care if I didn't go. I could learn the ways of the world by talking to people and reading books. In the middle of the night, a series of small explosions sounded. They were relatively close. I jumped out of bed and scared and nervous, but most people just found it annoying. The guerrillas were probably attacking the government's army, or perhaps it was the other way around. As practice, I put on my shoes and grabbed my backpack. My father had told me what to do when danger approached. When I came out of my room, there was an old man who was serving as bodyguard, as thanks for saving his grandchild, waiting and holding an AK-47. Hi, Aya, is everything alright? I'm fine, but I'm sleepy. You can say that, then you are okay. While the old man was keeping watch out the window, my father came in. Depending on the situation, we would run, but first we needed to understand it. First off, people who knew this was a hospital wouldn't attack it. We had helped and saved the families of quite a few people. Even so, amidst the intense stress that arises in the chaos of battle, people sometimes forget themselves. Fear can render you powerless. A gun can kill no matter who fires it. If you don't think you can help, you should just not get in the way. If you want to be free, you have no choice but to fight. The people fighting here taught me that. The battle continued sporadically throughout the night and ended at dawn. The old man went to pick up a corpse and disappeared into the smoldering battlefield. My father's hands were shaking. When I asked why, he said it was nothing. When I think back on it, my father was probably frustrated by all the lives being thrown away and the people who returned to fight one more after receiving treatment, and his not being able to change anything. It was then that he asked himself if we should go home. Didn't know what he meant by going home. To me, the clinic and the vast desert were home. After that, every night he would tell me about the country he was born and raised in. It was like a country out of a dream. There were innumerable cars and tall buildings that seemed to pierce the sky. There were stores where you could buy anything you wanted within walking distance. There was drinking water for everyone wherever you went. There was always electricity. Nobody had to worry about getting caught up in mayhem. I learned that peace really does exist. I also got to go out and play by myself for the first time. Went to a nearby park with a soccer ball in hand. Soccer was the go-to in that country. If you had a ball, anyone would play with you, and there was a boy my age there. He was a sensitive boy whose smile left an impression. Compared to me, who had a tan from living in a tropical desert, he was more girly. When I mustered the courage to ask him to play, he gladly joined me. At dusk, he said he needed to be going home. It was time to go home, but I was sad to go. Probably looked far sadder than I should have. Oh, fudge. I live right over there, so we can play any time. Pet patted my head to comfort me. From then on, we played together every day. Sometimes it'd just be the two of us, and sometimes other neighborhood kids would join. We'd have fun chasing after each other all day. We'd go down the slide again and again. Taught him how to play soccer, and he taught me Japanese games. Was clumsy and not very good, but it was fun anyway. Thought those days would last forever. When I get home, my father would be watching the news intently. There were stories about bombs raining down in far-off places thousands of miles away. Looked into my father's eyes, I saw that he had decided. We traveled to a country at the center of a peninsula, where the climate was unbelievably serene. But within the country was the smell of gunpowder and burning. Entering into the country was extremely chaotic, and we had no choice but to enter from a neighboring country. Don't remember much after that. I was battling my suffocating terror. I knew why. The happy days I'd spent in Japan had made me weak. Why are we doing this? When I asked my father, He told me it was because people needed help. Hearing that shut me up. What I saw made voicing my own hopes seem absurdly cowardly. Many had lost their homes and families. Just getting enough food to make it through the day was hard, and they had no means of survival. Surrounded by that, my desire to live in Japan made me feel guilty. Even so, I wanted to defy my father, who had forced this on me. I couldn't stop the desires from rising within me. I wanted friends, wanted to go to school regularly, wanted to go see and play with that kid again. I don't know how many times I thought of telling him, but in the end I said nothing. Why, I wonder? A myriad of reasons, I think. Was seeing a mother cry tears of joy after having her child cured of antibiotics? Was it seeing the adults lament the people they couldn't say because they didn't have enough help? Was it the smiling face of the old lady who'd bring vegetables and thank the doctors every day? The limited reach of a hand, in that small space people smiled and were grateful. Looking at one way, my father was subjecting his daughter to a harsh life because of his ideals. Wasn't able to get a formal education. We existed outside the framework of society. I didn't hate him. Rather, I kind of respected him. He was fully devoted and had no regrets. Even a child like me understood that. But one thing had always pained me was how people would thank me and my father with tears on their faces. Stop. I'm not that good of a kid. I'm just hiding it. From then on, I decided to stop voicing my thoughts. I would be a girl who just made sure to do as she was told. It wasn't difficult. We lived in a lot of different places. There were times when we'd have a house, sometimes we'd live on the second floor above the clinic. There were also times where we would live with my father's co-workers in the villa owned by a local person of affluence. There was one place even more interesting, a military base. My father has exhausted himself and been hospitalized. He needed to stay in the hospital while they ran some tests and I needed somewhere to stay. The military base was all sorts of adults working in it and was a weird treat for me. Drink time again. Good. While I was trying not to get in the way of trading, an elderly officer came up to me. I'm free right now. Would you like to talk? I nodded, and he took me to an air-conditioned room and brought in some powdered orange juice. There, I asked him about all sorts of things and talked about myself as well. What were the major powers up to? What kind of weapons were they using to protect everyone? I was a child, but I had interest in weapons. Took me to the shooting range and let me participate in firing practice. Taught that guns are not for shooting people, but for protecting yourself. An exceptionally skilled soldier let me fire his gun once, but I was blown away by the recoil and he laughed at me. Told me that someday when I grew up I could shoot this well too, and drew a picture out of a bullet holes out on the target a couple dozen meters away. When I asked which weapon was the best, he happily told me that it was this oddly shaped gun called the M134. It looked impressive. It gave off a noise that sounded like the earth's trembling, and cut through metal like paper. After my father got out of the hospital, I went back to my normal life. Used all kinds of different means of transportation to get to the places we needed to. There was only one main road, and we had to speed through while worrying about minefields and anti-tank guns. One night, the military troops we were working with took us to the front lines via helicopter. Everyone had a look of despair on their faces. It wasn't often, but occasionally there would be danger and we weren't allowed near. In those situations, we would wait at a relay point until things cleared. The houses we were provided, to be honest, were old and run down. On top of all that was when the seasonal sandstorm hit, you couldn't see more than a meter in front of you. Everything would be colored orange, and the sand would get in the room and even in my mouth. But that town was a refined city and stimulated my curiosity to no end. What especially intrigued me was the nearby pyramids and ancient ruins located at the other side of the desert. Sacred carvings, hieroglyphs, solar calendar there made thousands of years ago, the numerous pyramids that ancient kings had constructed. I was captivated by the guide telling us about the history of that foreign country in English with an Arabic accent. A few days later in the truck, I held in my hand a book. Never did learn to read Arabic, but I remember staring endlessly at the pictures within. Many years passed, but we didn't return to Japan. There were times when I went to school, but most of the countries we went to, I wasn't able to. As I got bigger, I was able to take on more responsibilities. Became an apprentice nurse helping my father. Also a babysitter who took care of the children in place of their sick mothers. Once I was even a teacher for the local children. The busier I got, the easier it was to keep my mind away from things that bothered me. In other words, I was still a kid and wanted to learn. There were many people to learn from. My father's fellow doctors, local coordinates, nurses, interpreters, and teachers would learn anything that might be helpful, but I would also learn a lot of things that had no immediate application, just in case. Okay. As a result, I learned a lot about structural talkbooks. At that age, it was only natural that I had an interest in those things. One day, when my father had been summoned somewhere far away, someone called out to me awkwardly in the local language. Her skin had become tan from the sun, but she was clearly yellow skin. Her hair was a deep black. Compared to the people around us, her facial features were more superficial. It was the first Japanese person I'd seen in years. I was flustered and started speaking English like I was used to doing. Pronunciation when she said, "I can manage English, I want to go here," was very Japanese. I responded that it was okay to use Japanese. She was very surprised. It seemed like she was backpacking from country to country. I stopped her and assaulted her with questions about what she was going on in Japan. Being to her, it was a very boring country. Went to school with no goal in mind and killed time with friends. The days blended together. It was peaceful, but that was it. In her eyes, it seemed like the life of mediocrity and idleness. But for me, it sounded like something out of a dream. She asked me what my life was like. Responded without exaggeration as she had. It was a life lived in fear of fighting and landmines. It was a land where going to fetch water took all day. That it was a country where a person's life was worth less than a gun he held. Before long, she was at a loss for words. We shared a simple meal that I prepared and asked for her a question. "What will you do now?" A bitter smile came to her lips as she said in a small voice that she'd work toward world peace. She added that she'd been influenced by my story and then the manga she was reading. Didn't really fit her grown-up appearance, but her sweetness made me smile. When she left, she gave me a single volume of manga. She smiled and said that someone like me would do just fine in the world of that manga. At the time, I couldn't read Japanese very well, so I only understood part of the title. Even so, I read that manga, School Revolution, innumerable times.
Right, this is getting a little bit long. Maybe, let's shorten it a bit.
A few years passed. One evening, I was summoned to my father's clinic. Father silently handed me a letter from his teacher who had been supporting his medical work in the Third World. Father's work required a lot of labor and money. All of that was being single-handedly taken care of by his teacher. Actually, he was old. He had lost his wife and was asking my father to succeed him since he had no one else. You fought plenty. Why not worry about your own happiness now? Please grant this old man's selfish request. He'd given my father an unprecedented amount of support and freedom and had asked only for this. Father wasn't so ungrateful as to refuse him. Well, maybe it would be okay to return to Japan now. It was like he was talking about something that had happened to a stranger. Do whatever you want. I'll go with you wherever. Really? Peaceful days are waiting ahead? If I get my hopes up, will he be betrayed? Will they be betrayed? Suspicious of everything, but went through the procedures and paperwork. Many people say they were sad to see us go. I was used to parting. I've seen innumerable people die. I met and parted with too many clinic employees to remember. Right. My homeland, one that I hadn't seen in more than 10 years, was just plain cold. My guess was that it was to be expected considering I'd come from a country just below the equator. Must have looked ridiculous rushing out to buy a coat. We lived deep in the mountains. Looked like a construction site. For the short span of a week, we took over looking after the workers' health. My father happily agreed to it. If it meant not thinking about moving, I didn't mind. There were quite a few workers living on site to work on a large-scale bypass job. We were lent a prefab house and converted part of it to serve as a crude examination room. My discussions with my father about the future there was very one-sided. My doubts got the better of me. Would go to school and live a boring life. Apparently need to study for something called entrance exams. Was bad at studying and didn't know what to do. Was also worried about whether I would be able to make friends or not. Didn't know what to talk to them about. I need to look into what youth of my age are like to do for fun. How do you like to do that? My father would laughed and told me to not be frustrated and that my curiosity would get the better of me. Certainly couldn't stand the crowded train on the way here. Our train jump started to beating against the window in the middle of the night. The construction continued through 3 shifts and the light made it stand out. As I had fallen behind schedule, they had to keep working even though it started to rain. Hope no one gets hurt. My dad whispered while standing by, watching through the window. I heard the earth shake. Was there some kind of accident? I heard people outside and an injured man was brought in on a wheelbarrow. He was the foreman. 3 people had been blown away in a boiling accident. The outside of the cut-off wall had partially collapsed. Because a number of tie roads had broken, it was started heaving and the restraining wall under the great stress and was going to collapse. Foreman fought the pain and listened to all the reports that came flying in. He applied local anesthesia to elevate the pain and soothe him up. Then he gave instructions to his men and passed out. Think back on it, we made the wrong call. Should have evacuated everyone. The ground was saturated and weakened by the heavy rain. What went wrong? Ground survey? Or was there subterranean water that no one discovered? My father and I were bombarded by one injured person after another. Heard the ground rumble again, close this time. The ground shook under our feet. It was a shriek that sounded like something straight out of hell. The snake made a dull sound, heaved up, and fell over. The ground fell out from under me, and I felt like I was floating through the air. I'm falling. I heard my father yell from somewhere far off, repeating my name over and over. Lost consciousness. Oh no. Woke up to water dripping on my face. I couldn't move my body or see out of my left eye. When I looked at my body through my right eye, I saw hemorrhaging that I knew from experience would be fatal. Strangely, it didn't hurt. I was assaulted by a sense that the heat was escaping my body little by little. It was cold, like I was buried in snow. I was freezing from head to toe. Even my still beating heart was freezing over. No one could save me now. That's how it felt. Oh my gosh. That's really messed up. Her top half was only there. Game start. Saya. I stood in the hallway of the school at night. What now? In the air, or perhaps written directly onto my retina, I can see letters written with light. The Latin alphabet. Game start. Game start. Whose? Mine? You've come again. The boss of this world was standing before me. That was quite a show. Right, think of it as a game. Do you want to start over? I nodded, of course. Understood. Game start. Oh, it dawned on me. The reason why he said game start, he went with the character who uses this expression as a way to mock me. Was he trying to say you reap what you sow? What a mean guy. This is a cruel world for you. When you decide to leave, just point the gun toward yourself and pull the trigger. I'm not gonna do that. Get out of my sight, you bastard! Disappeared. Of course I didn't defeat him. I decided to leave. This was a game, wasn't it? For me, this was everything. Me being here was everything. I had no future. Only the me right then and there. To go as far as to prepare a game start sign, he was very much mocking me. Wouldn't let him have it his way. I was serious, determined to get my hands on what I want. I would make him regret taking me lightly. Crap, I laughed out loud. It was almost time. I heard footsteps. I jumped in the darkness and headed toward the direction of the sound. It was a nervous-looking boy walking timidly. I might need to save it just in case. He noticed me now, but it was too late. Seized him from behind. You're a student from this school. Why are you here at this hour? I asked him as simply as possible. I was on my way to my classroom and to get my notebook. Didn't resist at all. Think you'll be able to run straight down the hallway and get around from the emergency exit? Door in front without turning around? Yes, but I think getting the door open would be a bit hard. It'll open easily. Thanks for the info. Once you let go of your arm, start running. Got that? Let go of his hands. The boy, though unsteady in his feet, ran. As he closed the door, they appeared. I took out both my guns and opened fire. There was no one left standing. Well, awesome! But down where I was, felt more exhausted than ever before. And why were there so many enemies? So many before entering the maze. Just thinking about it makes my head hurt. Finally stood up. Oh, almost forgot. I took that out of my coat pocket and casually dropped it. Here, the heroine must first be hostile toward the protagonist. This is a common theme, not just this series. It's a common pattern. However, the heroine is a spy, so her disposition is extreme. Identity were to be revealed, I'd kill him. That's all. You're going to die? What did you say? He asked me to repeat myself. Well, it sounded crazy, so it was not expected. Unexpected. You're going to die? How unfortunate. I'm going to die? But why? Indeed, that's the price you pay for wandering around the school at night. Tokido-san, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I'm trying to act like a normal student. This is an anomaly. I'll have to go back to my friends. By killing me? Exactly. I'm imitating the manga by trying to kill him. Used every method I could think of, but he didn't die after all. Even though I had been careful to set up difficult to avoid traps, regardless of whether or not that was just a coincidence. For now, he had managed to extend his life. Riki-kun, you're an interesting one. Had to him as he returned to his room. Tried to escape. Don't worry, I won't try to kill you anymore. That night, we agreed to join hands. Even when walking outside, Riki-kun awkwardly held on to his gun, terrified of everything. He didn't know anything, so that was to be expected. Crept into the school building at night, northeast. Stopped in front of the targeted room. Took a peek through the glass. No one's here. Is that door really here? If they had surrounded it with guards, they'd just be giving away the location. You stay here and fight them off. Can you do it? This time too, his face tightened like he was going to collapse from anemia. Looked really painful. Seems you can't, just as weak as you look. I can't do it. No, I will do it. He got mad. He got mad. He should be fine. I snuck into the room where the door was supposed to be on my own. Oh, then what must I do? What was I do? Choices formatted like this are required death choices? Investigate the floor. Why is it saying that now? Oh, these things are getting really complicated now. Oh boy. Investigate the floor. Sprawled out on the floor, investigating the tiles. The tiles on which the legs of the tables and chairs rested were uneven. However, the floor tiles weren't sinking deeper toward the center. In fact, they were perfectly level. The puzzle to unlock the door had changed. Obviously, the ancient manuscripts I had were of no use. You changed even this. Consider the other possibilities. How do you make the door appear? Try blasting a hole through the blackboard? If I do that, I won't be able to return. Maybe I can finish this in one day. Maybe not. I can't reach the deepest floor in one day. Thinking about it, how is Riki-kun doing? Not hear any gunshots from the hallway. Something happened? I jumped out into the hallway. Whoa, what's the hurry? It's nothing. Riki-kun would be no match for those tough guys. They weren't going to attack him because they would just destroy him, huh? This was my game through and through. It's alright. Sorry for surprising you. Turn to the room. Thought calmly. Pyramid wasn't the answer. Based on the bed of the floor, what would be the correct way to solve this? Investigate the blackboard in the back. Wait. Okay, this is confusing. This is gonna be a confusing chapter now. Investigate the blackboard in the back. That's right. The fact that the door was level means there's a chance that the door was already open. I lifted up the blackboard in the back with both my hands. Opened with a screeching sound. Alright. As I felt the weight in my hand, an ominous feeling came over me. What would have happened if I had moved the desk that kept the balance first? I'd already noticed that this underground maze was not the same as the one I had created. Everything about this from the start was off. In hindsight, they were meant as nothing more than fun versions, like the mixed bath or the hit and cover rock paper scissors game. Friendly joke, but now it was clearly blocking me. Darkness executives had become unbelievably strong as well. It's ironic that this fight had literally become a life or death battle. I called Riki-kun into the classroom. The door opened. That's where it was? Never have guessed. Riki-kun, wait here. I don't have to go. That's good. You need to learn how to handle a gun, but I don't have time. I have to figure out how to make yourself useful tomorrow. What? Went down to the first floor to scout things out. Climbed the ladder all the way down and analyzed my surroundings. The number of enemies hadn't changed, but since they were now stronger, the same tactics wouldn't be effective. Seeing how confused Riki was before, couldn't ask him to use two guns at the same time. Just to give it my all. Ah, you're back. Once I reached the classroom, Riki-kun came out to greet me. I'm gonna explain the situation, alright? Yeah, face tensed up. There's a ladder on the other side going down to the underground. However, I don't want intruders in the underground maze. There's a bunch of them waiting below. Underground maze? That's right, there's a maze underground. What are we going to do? You stop here for today and think of a plan. What's wrong? I was hoping to get it over with tonight. All of this is so sudden. I don't know what I should be doing tomorrow. Don't worry. This was a game for me and only me. I had to put an end to this that night so that I could spend time together with Riki-kun. But if I fail, I didn't have to pretend to go to class anymore. I was just waiting for Riki-kun. During lunch break, we practiced shooting like usual. The battles were going to start soon. All there was left to do was wait. Riki-kun finally came. I had my present and approached him from behind. And I pulled a prank of pointing the gun at his back. At least that's what I had done every time so far, but now something was different. Pressed myself against his back. Well, curse you, darkness executives, let go of me. Felt the warmth of his body. It was real. You. Let go of that warmth. Oh, it's you, Tokido-san. You scared the life out of me. What's with that reaction? What if it was a real darkness executive just now? Think they will let you go if you ask them to? You're right, but you're no good. Sorry. Oh then, what do you want to see me for? Huh? This morning there was a letter of me saying to wait at the backyard. Huh? Am I wrong? You're even listening to me? Hit Riki-kun on the head. Ow, what was that for? What if that was an enemy trap? What if it was you who called me out? It's daily training. Or do you mean that want to be attacked? I don't, but be more careful. Don't go somewhere just because someone asked you. Let your guard down once you arrive at the rendezvous point. Confirm that it's not an imposter. Yeah. Remember that? Yeah. Our conversation was over. There was nothing else to say. There was no surprise. We only met yesterday. But I knew Riki-kun. I knew him. What? Something wrong? Couldn't think of another way to phrase this strange question. No. I was wondering if that was all. Right, that's all. Well, what about you? I have one thing I wanted to ask you. What? Have we met somewhere before? I was desperate to keep my tears back. I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I just shrugged in response and watched Riki-kun go back to the school building. Took 2 flags from the gym storehouse and brought them to the grounds. Met up with Riki-kun behind the school building. What are you doing with that? It's not like I'm carrying it around for fun. Follow me. Hey, it's here. My package. We jumped to the fence and headed into the mountain area behind the school. Only a safe house I was able to create, though it was hidden in plain sight. Here. I looked around the area uneasily. I come up with a strategy. I planted the flags into the ground as I spoke. If we go down there and both attack at the same time, we can wipe them out in an instant. How? I don't know how things will turn out if you are counting on my shooting to be accurate. It's fine. Just need to mow down everything in a straight line. Mow down? Returned to him and took out my gun. We'll take this. We'll stand with your back to the ladder you descended. Hold the gun with both hands and point it away from the ladder. Riki-kun does as he instructed and held up the gun. If you shoot perpendicular to the ladder, you can put 1 foot forward. That's your best basic stance, got it? He nodded. When I say start, keep your gun level and shoot it in a straight line from one flag to the other. Long as you have ammo, keep shooting. And and when we're doing this for real, won't have flags to guide me, will I? That's right. But isn't it more effective to aim at the enemy? That's a cute little gun he's wielding. Riki-kun, you cannot see in the dark, right? Yeah, I'm going to shoot without light. Right, what about it? No. There's no way to hit the target, and I don't think you can either, no? You see, I hadn't explained yet. Didn't I tell you? I can see them in the darkness. That's why we have the upper hand. Even without moonlight? Not so much see as feel. How to put it, you know how bats and dolphins use ultrasonic waves. It's like I have that kind of sensory organ implanted in me, so I know the enemy's position even in the darkness. I didn't know that. Then why, when I'm in darkness, I'll visualize the position of the flags and do as I practice? Is that what you're saying? There's no more to it than just that. You're going to work with me and shoot. When you shoot, there will be recoil. So you'll have to focus bringing the gun back to the same level. That's a mental battle. Don't you think that's the perfect plan for you? But I can't defeat all enemies by just shooting in a straight line, right? I know everything else. I drew my 2 guns. Wow, when did you get those? Doesn't matter. Get back to training. Evening came. Snuck into the school building. Don't touch the chairs or tables. Slowly. Snuck into the room with the door. Move the blackboard and open the door. Follow me. It's really pitch black, so be careful. Stop. You're right at the top of the ladder. I'll go down first. Follow me and be ready to fire. Don't use the ladder. Jump down. It may seem scary in the dark, but it's only a 2.6 meter drop. I'm gonna save again real quick. Yeah, kind of worried, but I needed his help or else I won't stand a chance. I'm gonna jump down when I say go. And they'll never say game start again. It was a battle. Ready? Go! Basement 1. Oh no. Okay. That might be better. The enemy has been annihilated. It's okay now, Riki-kun. Took out the light and waved it around the room. There was no one left. Phew. Finally relaxed and took a deep breath. Worked out somehow. By the way, there's nothing compared to the battles ahead. Then let's hurry up. He was waiting there deep down on the 8th floor in front of the elevator with the floor sign. We'll go normal mode again. Now I'm gonna regret it, but whatever. Alright, I'm gonna save it here, guys, and tomorrow we'll finish this maybe. Or maybe not, we'll see. But thanks for watching, anyone that stopped in. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!